We're listening to DFCRadio.com.
Talking about the Heavy T Roadshow. Knowing someone better than your show. And everybody knowing this whole show. Yeah. Talking about the Heavy T Roadshow.
What is? Welcome this Wednesday night to Heavy T's Grow Show. The only Grow Show hooking you up for calling in. Pick up your phone and dial. Phone lines are now open. 562-653-0707. Now I say hooking you up. I'm hooking you up with grow knowledge, grow information, settling grow debates out there. And also hooking you up with the gear to make it happen. Let's see, our sponsors for all the callers tonight are going to be hooking you up with things from Botanicare, Turpinator, Sanctuary Soils, Green Pad, CO2, get that CO2 up in your garden, Optic Foliar, Hydrodynamics International, Blue Lab, Grow Light, that's the innovators with the OG hood, Uber Nutrients. You want to grow that fire? Uber's got the gas. Check it out at ubergrower.com. Punish it. General Hydroponics, as well as Smart Pots. And we've got Helene from Smart Pots coming into studio as well. So it's going to be an awesome show. Unfortunately, my co-host, Horty Chris, is man down.
Unfortunately?
In fact...
Is that awesome?
Let me give you the precise diagnosis from his doctor right here.
Chlamydia, hepatitis.
See, this is, hold on. Some of my mustache coming off right now.
Gonorrhea.
Because that 5-hour energy Dr. Duff made me drink. I'm straight crawling out of my fucking skin.
Woo! Dude, I told you that shit gets you on fire for the show.
According to Horty Chris, his official diagnosis is, can't make it tonight, playa. Got the flying pig flu, Ebola, measles heavy. I'm dying. And I put, you fucking ninja fucker. I'll get a stand-in. And he put, he's seriously dying. So anyways, coming to the plate to step up. Luckily, we had some people in the DFC radio family with enough grow knowledge that can hook you up as well. So lucky enough, Emily from A Girl in a Garden was in town after an awesome live show last night. She comes in to fill in as guest analyst here on tonight's program. Real quick for our listeners, give them some of your credentials.
Besides burritos.
I eat burritos online.
Aside from a Tinder expert.
You eat burritos online.
Long story. We were going to go into that one. Duff's dying over here. No, I'm laughing. Okay, so I do A Girl in a Garden Monday nights. I'm sorry. Whoa.
Tuesday,
that's the next
girl.
Person, next
Yeah,
person.
get off my show.
Tuesday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard
It's
Time.
that NorCal air. She can't remember her days of the week.
DFCRadio.com. I also work for Nanolux Lighting, so we're going to talk a little bit about DEs and some of the misconceptions about them.
Now, D's is much different from DP.
Oh,
which is,
totally.
Which is our next guest's favorite kind of pornos.
Really, because Duff was asking me about that earlier, too.
We'll talk about that.
I went deep about it.
What does DE stand for?
Double-ended.
Like a finger cuff.
Like double your pleasure. Yeah.
It's like those Chinese finger cuff
Yes,
things.
like a finger cuff.
People are familiar with the Gavitas out there, especially in the hydro industry, the indoor growing industry. Those are the double-ended bulbs and setups that people are familiar with. You're going to be talking about double-ended versus single-ended and some innovations that Nanolux is bringing to the market as well.
Yeah, and I actually have some RF filter sets to give out tonight.
What?
Radio frequency filter?
RF.
How do we use
get it.
that? I don't
Well,
even know.
you put it on your. It's a double set cord.
put it on your
double your
Durka.
pleasure.
put it on the Durka, I'm
It's between the wall and the ballast, and the
Whoa.
ballast and the hood, and it's going to reduce your RF to put you into or closer to FCC compliance.
Why don't you guys just build that into what you already given out? Anyways, that's just lame.
Well, they're actually already built into Nanolux, but it's for everybody else who might need to
Yeah,
update
there's a
their
lot of other
cords.
ballasts out there, brother.
I have packing sheets. I
Hey,
use.
don't chase her away in the first 5 minutes, okay, Duff?
I'm just saying.
Okay, you're just
So,
saying.
Yeah, I work for Nanolux. I do a girl in a garden, and
And
You're the boss.
listen,
I'm the boss.
You've been, we met, 6-7 years ago when you were with Serenade, right?
Yeah,
And you grew up in this industry pretty much. You've been your family were sustainable farmers and gardeners, and you learned gardening in early stage in life,
like
and you
when I
moved
could
into your
start
career.
to walk.
You were
Right.
gardening.
So you have a wealth of knowledge. What is your favorite style of gardening?
It depends on the application, but I have been living in ghetto-ass apartments for a while now, and I gotta say, container
Ghetto-ass
gardening is the way to go if you want to keep your plants.
Okay, and I know
you know your room up.
ghetto-ass apartments are a lot different in Santa Rosa than they are in Long Beach, California.
Okay, so it's not that
Way
bad.
smaller,
It's
huh?
not that bad.
Never mind. Never mind.
Here-
you don't even know what ghetto
The
is.
litmus test is this: can you walk down the street at sundown?
I usually have my taser with me.
Okay.
Well, she's
You know,
she's
you're
in
not
the
a
ghetto,
girl.
too.
I mean,
She's in the
sundown,
ghetto,
you'd
man.
be inside.
It sounds pretty equal to me.
So yeah, I have a background though in gardening. I've been a product manager at for Serenade Garden before it became Bayer Crop Science, and I've worked for a few other companies. I've sold trimmers, I've sold lights, I've sold tents. I know a little bit about lighting, and a lot about pesticides.
What stage of a girl in a garden? I listen to the show every Tuesday, and you have a very specific direction each show, right? So right now, where is a girl in a garden going at? Is it I think you were talking about greenhouses last night, or is that the upcoming show?
There's a lot of upcoming stuff. I've been on the road lately, and I have been doing a lot of on-site interviews. So for the next 3 episodes, I've already recorded some interviews. I was up at Forever Flowering Greenhouses. If you want to learn about Light Depot Greenhouse.
What's up with that? Are those things badass or what?
They gotta be selling like
When I
hotcakes.
grow up, I want 2 of them. I want one for my vegetables, and I want another one.
Tell the guys up
And
there
it's
I need to
amazing.
demo one.
And
Yeah,
you know, they
hook it
start
up.
the one that we were in.
I'll come get in my new F-250.
So
That's
they
right.
had this
I'll cruise with
beautiful
you. I'll help
one.
you out.
Wait, they had this one that was in though, and the starting price before your permits and stuff was about $45,000,
What?
and it was amazing. But that was the creme de la creme.
I'm
version.
sure we can make one out of PVC piping and stuff.
So you'll have to tune in and check out, and have to tune in and check it out. I also was up at Vital Garden Supply, talk about parking lot gardening, and what else did I just do? One at Cabinet
all
Grow
kinds
up
of
in
shit.
Irvine.
I've also heard your Tinder account is on fire.
yeah,
It
fucking on fire.
And
Is on fire.
last night's live guest I met on Tinder.
Dang.
Dang.
He was a seed starter. Get it?
Joking.
Are
He
you-
planted seeds.
Do you just use Tinder as a hookup site, or are you looking for long-term love?
She's looking for gardening love.
I'm actually. No, I can't even say it on the radio. It's
I'm
totally
looking to
bad.
plant.
Why not? It's
I'm looking to
internet
plant
radio.
tulips.
I'm looking for a one-nighter. What's up?
No, not even sex. Like it's. I'd rather like meet up
Are you
with
into
someone
MILFs?
and hang out and smoke weed. And
yeah.
I
Oh
just,
God, cut that shit out. What'd she say?
I said the bad thing. Kidding.
That's-
No, I use it for networking. Networking.
So do I.
Yeah.
Tinder's awesome.
Just-
That
like we
is
all
the lie. You know, I went to Golden West Community College before I graduated from Cal State Long Beach.
Oh, whoa.
And in the OC over there where it's located, that's pretty much the type of lie that every stripper told themselves that they were just working the pole to pay their way through college.
That's a legit job.
No,
Yeah,
okay.
that's not
So
what-
I have
I
met.
just use Tinder for networking.
let me
Equal
put
amounts
this
of
one out here.
lies.
I have met exactly
My
one
next job,
person off
AKA.
of Tinder,
Mm-hmm.
and we chatted for a while, and then we went and got food, and we went
Half
and
hour later.
visited a trade show together,
And
and
then
then we've exchanged a text about gardening stuff since then.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, check out my eggplant.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh,
You think you can plant tulips on this?
He's like, are you sure that's eggplant? That kind of looks like a broccoli.
And he was on the show last night, and I bought him a sushi dinner last night,
Damn.
and it was nice, and it was a
Damn.
good show. I
that-
have been treated.
Is
Sugar
that
mama.
innuendo for, little...
It's innuendo for sushi dinner.
Okay.
Did take a picture of his bush and say, "Is this bug infested?"
Ooh, baby, he likes
Not
it
like
raw.
you do.
All right, thanks for
I'm
coming
just
in,
asking.
Emily. We also have another DFC radio personality. The main man from the Beer 30 show knows everything about growing hops and beer in general. Welcome, Dino Flow.
oh yeah, I'm a master hop grower for sure.
Who is also a casual down at the port, so he is an avid gardener
And
to
now-
help make ends meet.
And now I have no job.
Yes.
You have no job.
Oh man, it's hitting the fan down there. It sucks.
Be striking. Soon.
If you have a container down at the porch, you're not gonna get it for a while.
I know. What's wrong with that bullshit?
Don't. It's not the time or place for that.
I
Dino,
got a bone to pick with you on the break.
Dino, you have been a hobbyist gardener now for what, 6-7 years?
A long time, it feels like. Yeah.
And also, you
An
worked
alcoholic?
you worked at a hydro shop for 3 or 4 years.
Oh yeah, yes.
You have some general gardening knowledge, but you also had a good personality on the show. I appreciate you coming in.
Oh, thank you. You know, I've always loved the side gardening. I always believed in grow your own, brew your own, and of course, I've loved
As
the
a-
show.
As a casual, you don't get those hours. You need to have a side garden.
Gotta have something.
Otherwise, that kitty doesn't get fed.
And
Do you get paid to drink beer?
yes, I do.
Isn't that the best job in the world?
Now,
You get paid to garden. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah. I like the beer part right now.
I get paid to garden, drink beer, and for my safety meetings.
it's
more
a
awesome.
good life. It's a good life. DFC Radio. We have a lot of fun. You know, I can't wait.
Monday
to see-
nights, 5:30, the Beer 30 show.
And I was the OG member of this show, man. The one of the OGs.
Yeah, until
man.
your ego got a little too
Oh,
big.
It
and we
was
had to
the
kick you off.
ego. It was the ego, or was it?
And then you went to an alternative network for a beer show with the crazy filthy.
oh my god!
Insane filthy.
I
That's
remember
your boy.
that.
That's your best friend.
Yes, it is. What's going on the Beer 30 show coming up Monday?
Hopefully we'll have a guest in. I'm working hard to get a new brewer in. We've had a lot of the local breweries in already, so we're trying to reach out of the box and get somebody in, maybe from San Diego, whatever it is. But we drink beer nonetheless. We'll have 4 to 5 beers every week, and we rate it in our own certain way. But we try to get guests in just like you guys do here. We have nothing free to give away yet, but that'll come, hopefully.
It will. Don't forget to call in 562-653-0707 to get hooked up with your grow gear and grow knowledge. The fourth member of our quartet here is, everyone knows him as the Duff Man, but I just referred to him as cut off his mic.
That's right. It's gonna happen.
Dr.
soon.
Duff coming with the humor.
Coming strong.
You've got the Duff news.
Got great Duff news. Tonight.
You've got the Duff products.
got some Duff products. Thinking about it right now.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh, man, you put the Duff Man on the spot.
Yeah, that's right. Duff Man here. You ever heard about Manolux? That's right, Manolux. That's right, it's the lighting technology I came out with. It's man tough, not for those bitches out there in this world. It's for the mans. That's right, you put it up in your garden and you light up your garden, and it's double-ended technology,
Powered by testosterone.
powered by testosterone, and it's short-lived. So you gotta change it out every 3 months. Bill will replace it for you. That's right. I'm Dr. Duff, and this one sucked dick.
Okay,
Out.
calm down. Jeez.
Coming out hot, dude.
I crashed hard, man, on the show.
I've heard better ones.
Yes, he
That
has.
wasn't
He
that good.
crashing and burning right off the bat. But
right, I didn't even think
nonetheless,
about it yet.
Emily, so you know, I'm going to give you some ammunition right now. Dr. Duff has been,
There's gonna say action.
Oh, he'll give you that, too.
I'll get
not
some of
me. I'll set you up with Duff. I'm a married man.
Oh, yeah.
But
that.
this is the ammunition. Dr. Duff disclosed in his tirades in the car, and it kind of shows with his built-up rage and emotion
no.
This is
that
not
he
true.
has not had sexual activity with his wife since the birth of their child back in, what was that, early July?
I hope she's not listening.
Well, if she is, hey, Dr. Duffett, you got to take care of your man before he completely explodes all over my studio.
Yeah, he cornered me in the green room to tell me that too.
What was he trying to say to you? Was he trying to
I was dry
Tinder
humping
you
the
up?
shit out of her. I was like, I saw your Tinder account. Let's just do it right now.
Oh God, dude.
He's just humping legs at this point.
Let's not-
Like,
let's-
he's just grabbing legs and humping them.
Let's not get too crazy off Jump Street here, but
You know
let's.
it's early still.
Yes, it is. Let's start with talking
It might
some
be-
grow. Let's go to Don the M Fu. Mafu. Is this Don Mafu from Massachusetts?
Yes, it is.
What's up, Don? How are you doing?
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. What's going on?
It's growing good. It's growing good. My question is with regards to CO2 and wondering how I can get my ppm up. I'm currently using 3 mushroom bags.
Right.
I do have air conditioning going in the room. I'm wondering if the air conditioning might be affecting my ppm, because when I go in there, my highest reading I've ever got was 400, but it's usually like 358.
Okay. What type of air conditioner? Is it just a standalone R2D2 little robotic unit? Is it a window unit, or is it a split system?
It's a window unit.
Okay, yeah, your air conditioner will have some draw from the inside, not as much as like a single hose R2D2 unit, but more than a split system would have. So you are losing some CO2 in that regard. As far as the passive manufacturing of the CO2 with the mushroom bags, those are quality products. I really prefer to use the green pads because they're completely sterile. There's no chance of cross-contamination, and you get 100% of the CO2 those are designed to give off in an immediate manner. And they work off the humidity rather than the heat of your room. When you're working with the mushrooms, that's a chemical reaction. It's not a chemical reaction, but it is a reaction that's sped up with heat. Okay, it's mycelium eating basically a byproduct that the byproduct is production of CO2 out of the bag. So to speed that up, you have to heat it up. Well, if most of our grow rooms are at 50% humidity, we don't want to have a hotter temperature or sacrifice CO2 for a hotter temperature. It offsets the benefits of using CO2. So to keep it around 75 to 80 degrees, 50% relative humidity, and get full CO2 production off of a green pad, I much more prefer over one of the mushroom bags. And, the average coming off of it sounds like you have a sniffer if you're able to measure it on a regular basis. Why don't you generate it with a regulator and a tank?
I don't have one of those right now. I do look forward to getting my hands on a tank soon and a regulator. It's just been out of my reach at the moment.
What's the ideal level that he wants it at? Where does he want it?
For Bloom, 1,500. Don't you agree, Emily?
Yeah.
So he's way low right now. He's super low right now.
Yeah,
he needs to boost that way up.
He is.
I would say it would probably be worthwhile because you are purchasing those mushroom bags all the time and it's not getting high enough. Get a tank and a sensor and just do that and save the money. Spend it up front to save the money to have higher CO2 levels.
Yeah, the mushroom bags are a great supplemental way to do it, or a chance to realize the CO2. At 458, you're about the natural levels if you're exchanging air, and you're able to control the temperature a lot easier with the air conditioner rather than bringing in fresh air. So you're good on that part of your climate control, but one of the best parts of running a sealed room is being able to get your CO2 levels to maximize the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis needs light, water, and CO2. Okay, if you can increase the amount of light, you can increase the amount of photosynthesis. If you can't really increase the amount of water that the plant can contain, but you can increase the CO2 as well. So if you can get more light or more CO2, you speed up those cycles and all the intrinsic cycles, which means cell division, which means larger fruit, which means terpene production, all of that. So all of those work in a symbiotic relationship. So you're doing the right thing by trying to get more CO2 in the room, but you're just using about average levels. What are your results coming off of there? Are you pretty happy with it?
I'm pretty happy, but I'm not reaching good yields, like the yields I would like to reach. My yield has been pretty low. Taste-wise, I've been great. I mean, medicine-wise, has been, it's been there, but
Quality is good.
The yield, the quality is good, but the yields are small.
Are the genetics that you're growing typically higher yielders? Because genetics have a lot to do with it as well as environment.
Yes, I believe so. I'm just going by what the with the information I got from the company.
Right.
The collective,
and what light growers are expecting to yield off of it, right?
I'm sorry?
And what other growers are, the growers growing the like strain are expecting to yield off of it. You feel you're below that.
I do absolutely.
Okay, well, are you a beginner or have you been doing this a while?
I'm definitely a beginner. I've only been growing. April will be a year.
Okay, do you have no problems, no bugs, no mildew, no excess heat?
Not at all. Nope. I'm growing in deep water culture.
Mm-hmm.
I've had pretty good luck considering I'm just a beginner. My only issue I've had is basically like small yields. I'm using 1,000 watts. Using deep water culture. I'm using really good nutrients. I don't know if I can say the name on air, but
yes, go ahead.
I'm using advanced nutrients.
No, you can't say that in there.
No, you can't say that. If Horty Chris was
Not on
here,
this show.
he would have shamed you, but I'm not going to shame you over it.
You said you're a newbie. We'll let you that
I went
slide.
with them first because I'm totally new.
Yeah.
And I was kind of guided that way by a friend.
That's fine.
And after seeing his results, I said, okay, then this
Yeah,
is what I should do.
Don-
I have to admit that I've been getting a little slack for it.
Okay.
And I would like to eventually go organic and try that.
You're not going to go organic in a DWC.
Yeah.
If you want to go organic, you need to use an organic grow medium like soil or an inert medium like cocoa. Okay.
Cocoa is what I've been thinking about.
Okay, well, after this time, don't waste your time with DWC. Once you switch growing styles, you're going to have a learning curve. So if you want to learn how to grow in cocoa, growing in DWC isn't the avenue to get there if that's your ultimate goal. I don't hate on Advance as much as Horty. I do have certain problems with certain marketing aspects and certain things the company does, but I'm not hating on them. My feeling is the secret of nutrients is they all work if you know how to use them. The biggest problem growers have with nutrients is switching them so often. If you can dial in a particular brand that you're using, you're going to be far better off than jumping around. And I also notice more often than not that people correlate their success with the nutrients they're using rather than looking at their genetics or their environment or grow style.
Good point.
There's certain things that the plant can absorb, certain things that they can't. And like I said, pretty much all the nutrients, there's a lot of redundancy in the bottles. We can get down to price. We can get down to different formulations that are easier to use, fewer bottles, all those things. But if you can use advanced nutrients, you can be very successful. Too often, like I said, people jump around. They go from advanced to X nutrient to Y nutrient to Z nutrient, and that takes 2 years to try all of them because they're every 2 or 3 months they're having a harvest. Well, in those 2 years, you've gained that experience to become a better grower. And rather than the grower looking at themselves and saying, I'm a better grower now, they look at the bottle they're using and saying, this is the magic bullet. Why didn't I get this off Jump Street? And that is where a lot of people, I think, go wrong with not giving themselves the credit of learning to grow and understanding the elements of the grow, learning how to prune properly, learning how to train properly, learning how to control their environment properly. All of those are going to lead to bigger yields much more than everything else. Saying you don't have bugs, you don't have mildew, you have a sealed room, you're a perfect candidate for CO2. CO2 is like nitrous on a race car, right? If your race car is only firing, it's an 8-cylinder car and it's only firing on 6-cylinder, and you add nitrous, you're going to blow up the engine. It's not going to do anything for you. Well, if everything else is maxing out your yield and you add CO2, you're going to be able to take your grow to the next level.
Emily, do you have
Can I
some-
say something?
No, I'm not looking at you.
He's just so you know, he's not looking at anybody. He's just
Yeah,
talking.
yeah. We're trying to
Wait,
like.
hold on. Did anyone notice the name of the show? Go ahead. Feel free to say it in the chorus.
It's the Heavy Tea Grow Show.
There you
Here's
go.
what a girl in a garden has to say. Just a little bit about
Hey,
nutrients.
did you bring
really
some
fast.
safety utensils because you see that big jar out there that just melted your face off?
Can I,
That
let
was
me
my
just
safety
say
utensils.
something as nutrients.
5 Hour Energy.
I would say keep it simple, especially with newbies.
Yeah.
Pick something that's just a few bottles, and you're gonna tune that in and take a year to learn how to do it.
Tune
and if
in
you're gonna
Tokyo.
stick with DWC, stick with DWC and give it another year.
Yes.
And get a simple nutrient regimen. If you're gonna stick with cocoa, switch over to cocoa,
Yeah.
and stick with the
stick to it,
same
yeah.
nutrients the whole time. Make minor adjustments each time.
I think what Hobby T also said is environment is not enough people give enough attention to their environment or credit. Any nutrient line will work.
You can be
but-
using liquid gold, and
Yeah.
if you're running 95
exactly
degrees, your
environment,
plants are going to die.
environment, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And ease of use, DWC, keep it all synthetic. No organics in there. Organics will die and decompose and become a catalyst for disease or other pathogen. A real easy one to use is the Ionic nutrient line from Hydrodynamics. They have a simple grow, bloom, boost. You can add some other synthetic stimulators like Terpinator to bring out the full potential of your flowers and fruits. But it's super easy to use, pH stable, and you start with a base that's easy. And from there, you can add certain elements to it to increase potency, to increase quality, increase size. Adding CO2 is one of those that will help increase size, though, if everything else is in check. Okay? Okay.
Thank you so much. Wow, I'm floored by the amount of knowledge you guys just passed on. Thank you so much. Everybody over here is giving you guys thumbs up. Everybody's like, wow, these guys are awesome.
Oh, I appreciate it, Don.
I'm giving them
Let me
thumbs
send
up.
you
Isn't it
some
better
love.
when Horty's sick?
Let me send you some love out there. You tried the mushroom bags. Let me give you my passive CO2 system that I prefer. That's the GreenPad
Fuck yeah.
CO2 generators. GreenPad CO2, you give them a little squirt. They're going to rain CO2 down on your plants and make them happy campers. Also, you want to try cocoa eventually. Use the patented fabric pot, the only fabric pot Heavy Tea and the crew fuck with. Smart Pots. The original, the most knocked off product in the history of hydroponics, most likely.
And the best fabric pot.
That's right.
Oh, you guys are amazing.
Don't
Wow.
stop there, buddy.
Oh.
You grow with 1,000 watt. I'm going to send you 1,000 watt real
No
red high
fucking-
pressure sodium.
No way.
That's right, from Grow Light. That's a $110
No fucking
bulb
way,
right
dude.
there, specifically designed for your horticultural use. Grow Light, GROWLIT.com. The innovators of the OG hood, the Karma hood. Now they
Holy
have the
shit.
real red and the true blue. Check them out at GrowLight.com. All of that stuff going to your favorite hydro shop, which is where, Don?
Oh my God, Massachusetts HTG Supply.
What?
That's what's up, dog. Yeah, I appreciate you calling in. Tell a friend. Heavy Tea hooks it up.
Boston.
All right, check it out. We're going to take a quick break because I have to take a leak.
Yeah, that'll
Me
happen.
too.
You do?
I do.
I told you, watch out for that Tinder. You get bladder infections.
Oh, leave her alone.
You would know.
Wait, hold on. We forgot to talk about why you forgot the bullshit song for Horty's sickness.
Oh, wait.
Oh, come on,
We almost had it.
It's not good timing now.
No, it's not good timing, no. We lost the
We'll
we
do it
lost the
later.
comedy.
We'll bag on them later, and you'll bring it up.
As
All
the
right,
show gets better
a
and
couple
better.
phone lines still open, 562-653-0707. We're coming back talking double-ended bulbs and taking more calls right here on Heavy Tea's Grow Show.
GFCRadio.com.
Dot your mom.
From the underground up. Bounce, nigga, bounce, 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 nigga, bounce, bounce. When I come through, hit y'all with the 1-2. Freak y'all niggas out, y'all niggas won't even know what to do. Break full, make all of y'all people wanna come too. Feel the force from my shit kicking like it was kung fu. Blast through, don't these corny niggas harass you. Set the tone in the streets where even the fans blast you. Ask you, niggas, do y'all really want the brand new? Corny niggas is finished, y'all time been over past due. What? Think it's way past your curfew. Hit you with some shit that make doctors come have to nurse you. Now I'm rolling with my whole crew. Bounce through you niggas whenever we surround you. Flip mode, roll thick, and you know we don't quit. Hit you with some more hits that make y'all wanna go shit. Yo, make y'all niggas jump back. Hit that, hurry and pass the rest of the weed block. Rep my crew, yo. Flip mode hit you off. Yo, y'all know what to do, okay? To the roof off. To the roof off. Yo, y'all know what to do, I'm saying. To the okay? Tear the roof off. Tear the roof off. Yo, y'all know what to do, I'm saying. Tear the roof off. One more time, I hit y'all with a crime. Wow, I be in my prime, I hit at the drop of a dime. Wildin', all in my 10 boots, now we stacking mad loot. Everybody holding iron, 21 gun salute. Anyway, anyhow, I'ma give it to you now. You ain't wildin', my nigga, that is something I won't allow. 1, 2, 3, I be knocking at your door. Hit y'all niggas with an effect that y'all never felt before. Leave you with some more freaky deaky metaphor. Rep for all of my niggas who stay reppin' the hardcore. Slug it out, bug it out, all of my niggas slug it out. Tired of all of these weak niggas, now I'ma rub you out.
DFZRadio.com.
What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Heavy T Grow Show. La, 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 la.
From Growth Technology, who brought you Attack of the Clonex and Hydrodynamics International, creators of Night of the Nitrozyme, comes the most thrilling sequel since the creation of two-part nutrients, Clonex Mist.
I don't know, Billy. I don't think we should be fooling around in this old abandoned greenhouse.
Come on, baby. No one's here. Just you and me.
What was that?
Yeah, it sounded like it came from over there, in the nursery.
Oh, Billy, I'm scared. Let's get out of here.
I'm sure it's nothing. Hey, what's that? No, it can't be. Ah!
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the garden, Clonex Mist. A new and unique product specially formulated to enhance growth and vigor in tender young plants while promoting robust root development and elongation of root hairs.
Doctor, you've got to help me. It's Billy. Something's happened.
Dear God, there are two of him. He has cloned himself.
No, Doctor. That's the Smith twins. Billy's sitting right behind them.
Of course. Why didn't I see that before?
Comprised of minerals, amino acids, and natural additives, Clonex Mist was designed to be used in conjunction with Clonex rooting compound and Clonex clone solution. In clinical trials, clones sprayed with Clonex Mist generated roots up to 25% earlier, with roots being up to 30% longer and 150% more numerous. Available in a 100 milliliter ready-to-use spray applicator. Just spray your mother a few days in advance, take your cuttings using Clonex gel, and continue to mist the cuttings every 2 days. The speed of root development will shock you. Clonex Mist from Hydrodynamics International. For more information, visit us on the web at hydrodynamicsintl.com. Clonex Mist. Cloning just got a lot easier.
It must be Wednesday, because you're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show.
Heavy T is freaking awesome.
You're going to go get the green pad, see? That's what you're going to do. You're going to go get it right now. Go on down to your local hydro shop. Tell them Shunny sent you. That's right, Shunny with the green pad. More CO2 in your garden. More carbon, more weight, see? You need to get that weight up to pay me back, see, Shunny? Go get the green pad Junior. Put it in your cloning dome, see? You're going to get some more roots faster. Cut days off your cloning time. More harvest year round. That's right, see? Activated by humidity. 35 to 50%, so make sure that's right, okay? Go to your local hydro shop, see?
That's right. Go there now. More root, more fruit, more fruit, more root.
That's right.
Yeah.
Meow.
Meow.
Monsanto repoed my hydro store.
Botanicare is proud to introduce a revolutionary 3-part nutrient system that is the culmination of over 15 years of research and development. The Kind Plant Nutrient System. Designed by leading plant physiologists, this is the most versatile, effective, yet easy-to-use plant nutrient system ever created. It all starts with Kind Base. Kind Base contains nitrogen and calcium, but no trace minerals, magnesium, or sulfur. By placing those nutrients in the Grow and Bloom formulas, you have greater control over how your plants grow in your medium of choice. Using Coco Coir or RO water, just add more base to increase calcium levels. Growing in clay pebbles or rock wool, then just reduce the amount of base to ensure the proper calcium level. It's that easy. Kind Grow contains trace minerals and a proprietary blend of all natural ingredients to help maximize root growth, reduce internodal spacing, and create a lush canopy. Kind Bloom was formulated with the optimum phosphorus to potassium ratio. Your plants will have healthy branch and stalk development, accelerated flower set, and increased yields. Kind Bloom also contains magnesium to help improve photosynthetic efficiency, which is critical in accelerated growth environments. To put it more simply, Botanicare's Kind nutrient system is the only nutrient system that is fully customizable to your kind of plants and medium. Botanicare Kind Base, Grow, and Bloom. Fully customizable. Any plant, any medium. For more information, go to botanicare.com. Botanicare Kind. Make it kind.
Heavy T loads us up every Wednesday night.
You have one new message.
Ooh, from my lady.
I'm sorry, Don. I just can't do this anymore. I just can't compete with your True Blue and Real Red lamps from Grow Light. You spend more time in your garden with them than you do with me, so I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Wait, what? But oh boy. I know what'll change her mind. Poetry. She always loved poetry. All right, where's my paper? Okay, let's see. Roses are red, violets are blue. But not as blue as the True Blue metal halides from Grow Light. With their unique blue spectrum designed to mimic natural sunlight, you'll get better vegetative growth, which in turn produces better yields. No, that won't work. How about this? Your hair is on fire with the red of desire. But the Real Red high-pressure sodium bulbs from Grow Light are even redder. With the deepest red spectrum of any bulb on the market, your plants will respond by giving you all the sugar and densest flowers they possibly can. That isn't gonna work. Let's try one more. Our love is safe, you see. Safe as if up in a tree. But not as safe as you are from bulb failures when you use bulbs from Grow Light. They're the only open-rated bulbs on the market, so you know they're safe to use with wings, hoods without glass, or even just hanging free. You never have to worry about them blowing up and ruining your crop, unlike other things in life. Oh man, maybe she's right. Maybe I do love True Blue and Real Red bulbs from Grow Light more than I love her. What's that, Miss Real Red? I should forget about her, but I really liked her. Ooh, you are cheeky. The True Blue and Real Red bulbs from Grow Light. With the highest safety rating and best spectrums of any bulb on the market, your plants will love you for using them. Available at finer hydro stores or online at growlight, that's LITE.com.
DFCRadio.com.
Is this one of my songs? That's right. I like good music.
That's right.
I was drunk when I Shazam this bitch.
Yep.
Go ahead and bump it, dog. We don't want to hear Dino. Like, Dino thinks he's all like carte blanche on the mics now.
What?
Oh, man. Hey, I know a lot of you over the holidays, we were off a couple weeks, are waiting for your gear, your prizes. It takes about 6, what's it saying? Go ahead and tell them what's up. Saints are shipping aficionado.
If you have any questions about your prizes, email me at shipping@dfzradio.com, and I'll make sure you get your prizes. I'll probably even have a tracking number for you. I'll guarantee you we always deliver. You'll get your prizes. Just hit me up. Send me email. And if you can't contact me through email, you can even hit me up on my phone at 562-313-5750. That's how we do it.
Direct message that motherfucker.
I don't even do it that way. I'm not giving my personal cell phone out.
Are you sure you're on Tinder?
Yeah,
Isn't it on there? Look it up. Join Tinder right now.
I'm gonna go on Tinder.
Yeah.
Wait, my phone's dead. Shit.
Sir, just look up desperately seeking Susan.
I'm not desperate.
I know. I'm just. That was just sounding good. Okay, girl.
It's not sounding good when you're not desperate.
Everything sounds good when it comes out of my mouth.
I'm desperate.
I have no comment right now.
Listen here, though. Let's talk about what's up with lighting. We know our friends at Grow Light over there have some innovative products coming out with the fully enclosed vertical hanging OG hood that allows you to cool and get the most out of your light where you have more usable light. And that is, it's almost like correlating since that hood came out, other companies have looked to get more usable light down to their garden, and it's led to bringing in commercial technology that a lot of commercial greenhouse growers use the double-ended style. And the double-ended bulb overview, basically, it's not your standard bulb that screws into a single socket. It's a double-ended bulb that snaps in and allows the current to flow freely through it, so you don't have as many yields welds or weak points. You can put more energy through it. You can even load it up with different types of gases to get what? You crying?
I have one.
Oh, you're crying? Don't, girl. This studio is already maxed out on power. You think you're gonna plug that beast in here?
No, I'm not plugging it in. I'm going to show the bulb though, because we're talking how it's different.
Okay,
than
since
your
I'm talking to
traditional
you,
HPS.
don't get up and start opening your gift now.
I said
Can we get Dito or Duff to try and open
I
this
just
up?
need the bulb out of the box.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
All right.
All right.
Sorry, I forgot about that. Because they are different. They fire from both sides, as opposed to the ones that you screw in. And I will say Growlight has some great hoods. I actually have one of those.
Yeah.
I use it. It works fantastic.
In my opinion, it's the best single-ended hood on the market. If you are running single-ended hoods, the OG will get you the most usable light. But much like the double-ended technology, you need to have more clearance because you have more light coming down. It's easier to reach that light saturation point where your lights start bleaching or even burning.
So I'm going to do something that's never recommended. I'm doing it because we're on...
Take it off.
Okay, the second thing that's never recommended.
Okay.
And that would be touching a bulb with my bare hands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what you shouldn't do.
And after Tinder, your hands are oily.
Like the way
They're
you
always
handle
dirty,
that.
okay? My
Yes.
hands are always dirty.
Green thumbs are a myth. Dirty hands are a reality.
The dirty fingernail clip, right?
I don't know. I don't clip my fingernails. I grow them long. That's how we do it in the ghetto.
Just your pinky nail, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just look at Saint's hand.
Oh, speaking of the pinky nails, don't forget at Dat Nigga Grows will be in studio later with DNG medicated
He'll be here.
supplements for my face.
He promised. He promised.
That's when the show takes
Okay, so what
a
I'm
turn
holding,
for the better.
and you can see, I'm hoping you can see it on the video thing.
Yeah.
The double-ended bulb,
Yeah.
where instead of having the receptacle that you screw it into, it's actually wires on it.
Hmm.
So this is what a DE bulb is. I'm touching it with my hands. You're not supposed to do that. You should put gloves on. Do not touch the bulb. Oils will get on it, and you can break your bulb, and that sucks because they aren't cheap.
Why is that? The oils heat up and it heats up part of the glass or the envelope and then cracks?
Yeah.
Is it? Look, I'm kind of smart
Yes,
after 22
yes.
after
He knows
22
what he's
years of
doing.
growing.
So I just touched it. Don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But this is what it is. It's a little bit different than your traditional HPS that you see out there. You shouldn't touch any bulbs though when you're installing them. But
Okay.
we want to talk about how they're different. So when you talk about commercial lighting fixtures, you're seeing a lot of these new DE things come out. And there's specific uses for specific lights. DE fixtures, depending if you're using a hood or not, are meant to be in larger installations because it has amazing light spread. And the reflector looks a little bit different, but it's all about light spread.
Get closer to the mic.
Get
That's
closer.
what I'm
I'm just
making.
like, what am I talking about? So it's a different application. When you use your grow light one, you're using it indoors, you're having 6 lights with it. It's a great application for that. Do you agree?
My name isn't Heavy T with just 6 lights, girl.
I'm just putting that one out there.
Shit, step your game up, girl. If you're running just 6 lights, shit. That shit wasn't when I was 18 player.
If you're running 50 lights.
I didn't say that. Shit, you said that.
All right, say you're running 50 lights in a warehouse.
Uh-huh.
DEs, if you have the ceiling space too, because you need more room behind with the canopy. They do run hotter.
Run hot.
They aren't really. They are not recommended for tent grows.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
We always talk about tent grows here too. If you have the room to put up a tent, I would rather just frame it out and put up drywall to make the specifications a little bit bigger than a tent anyways. But
Depends if you're renting though.
That's true. Even if I'm renting, I think that carpet is $200. A fucking frame ripping out.
The noise alone of the construction, though.
Oh, you know Joe Can.
Yeah.
Joe Can build outs.
Yeah,
yes.
that guy's way loud.
He likes to build at midnight.
He'll bust your ass.
Right next door to
He got
Duck Hunt.
evicted. This is,
Anyways,
Who does that's bad growing?
I think he's a tweaker.
double-ended bulbs and the fixtures running hotter, not for use in tents.
Not for use in tents.
What about the lower wattages, like the 600 to 750 fixtures that we see out from Gavita?
It's no, because it's about the light spread. And let's see, I sent over a picture to Saint. I wonder, is that picture up on
It's just
up on the video. Okay,
Of
so
course
if you're-
it wasn't before that.
It's just
it
spread
wasn't
like
before that. It wasn't
mayonnaise.
until I said something. But okay, if you're on the video watching live now button on dfcradio.com, you will see the traditional HPS light that's usually meant for a 5x5 grid that's slammed over that space.
Right.
It's Mike Mustard.
And if you look at the other diagram, it's the light spread from the DE, and it's all about lots of lights and
It's like
lots of
mustard.
room. And you're going to see lower light penetration. You're going to see an increase in yield, but you better have a good HVAC.
You have less light penetration,
I
or
said
you
you-
have penetration lower on the plant?
I said you better I'm sorry.
You said lower light penetration.
You have better
It
lower
penetrates
light
deep.
penetration. You have more. It does
Okay,
penetrate
so it
deep.
penetrates lower onto the plant.
It
Yes.
depends on the hood.
So-
also,
so
though.
all-
It also depends on the hood. Not
So,
not all-
but all of that snarf that people usually throw away or put into an extract compost or whatever they're gonna do becomes now viable, farmers market ready flour.
Yeah, you see an increase in yield, but it's about multiples of these lights, and it's about good HVAC with it.
And you can't just put it in any hood and get the full effects.
Well,
though,
this
right?
is a complete hood and ballast
Oh,
system.
Yeah, so we have there's full fixtures you can buy, but there's different hoods available. There's a Gavita style hood, which has the great, what am I doing? The penetration has the good light. You have your EPAP style that's out there. That's a little bit different hood, but it's DE.
It has a little
has,
slit
like,
on it
wings
that
almost.
that sends lumens to the side or up. If I'm paying for the light, I want to go down to my canopy. I don't want to go out and up.
And this is what a lot of people say is my lights are
Pterodactyl.
going really high up. But when you see the overlapping and you're seeing the grid of where the lighting is actually going, you're going to see that increased.
That more usable light. In 22 years of growing, Emily, and I'm sorry for interrupting, but for the listeners, I've been a customer in hydro shops. I've owned hydro shops for almost a decade now. Everyone comes in and says, "Hey, man, right there, that's a game changer. Right there, that's going to increase your yield 20-30%." And I've seen so many products where people come make that
And
that
it's a plant clip.
make make that claim, but honestly, more usable light, the OG hoods, the double-ended technology can increase your yields 50 to 100%. Heavy T's name on that. If you use it right, that you can increase your yields with more usable light. The old school vertical, horizontal, large reflector style, those were super popular. Everyone's going
Bigger
with more
is better.
usable light, building higher ceilings to accommodate that, because literally if you were getting, 1.5, you're going to go 2 to 3 now.
And
right,
I've
and
seen
by
this.
with everything else dialed in, but you're going to have to also increase your nutrient regimen and your parts per million or your electrical conductivity, your EC, because the plants are going to be
consuming,
metabolizing that much more.
And here's what I have to put out there. It's all about the grower too. You need to have
You need to know how to
talent.
read your plants.
If you switching from a traditional, your standard HPS to a DE, you're going to realize that your nutrient usage is going to go up.
Yeah, a lot.
You need to watch your environmental controls that you're used to are going to change a little bit. So you need to stay on top of that. And I've seen some people that are bad growers not see an increase in yield. You see other people are like, oh, I made a few little changes. I'm watching it. I'm checking my EC levels. I'm checking my air conditioning. I'm making sure my CO2's right. And then you see, oh my God, I came back and I just doubled it.
Yeah, if you're already having problems controlling the temperature and you had a double-ended that's going to be that much hotter, you're not going to see an increase. Well, the environment has to be correct. But all that stuff being equal, adding more light, more usable light. Is that what double-ended bulbs can do too, is give a better PAR score to the plant? And because you're in the lighting world, explain what the difference between lumen and PAR score is to our listeners.
Oh man, damn it, we had a safety meeting. Now
Yeah,
I'm going
now
to
you're
get
gonna
schooled
do
right
that,
here.
Well, basically, for the
my
layman,
neck.
this is what it is. Lumen is the amount of energy coming off of the light that people can measure in foot candles or lumen, and
Wait.
that's the intensity. It's not the usable light. The PAR score is the actual usable light that the plant can absorb. And when you have different gas mixtures, that's how you get to different PAR scores. So with double-ended bulbs, they can do different gas mixtures a lot easier because the bulb is that much more sturdy, so they can put more energy through it. They can do different gas mixtures, and you get a better par score, so your plants have more usable light. Hashtag more usable light. If you hadn't noticed, that's the thing.
And isn't it lumens are for humans?
I don't know what that means.
Lumens are for humans. When you talk about, you want to hear about
Volcanoes
par.
are for animals? Does that make sense?
I have no idea.
Animals?
So a lot of people, especially when you start talking lighting, you start talking about the lumens, and some people are like, lumen doesn't matter, it's about par. It's about this.
Mhm.
So lumens, when I always think about lumens, is for humans. We're going to talk about par right now.
Yeah. Well,
should we just explain?
Well,
what
if you
par is?
if you had a 50 watt with on an awesome par, it's not going to grow as good as a 1,000 watt with a shitty par. You need output. So lumens and par, it's not symbiotic, but there's a relationship there that to get more light and more energy to the plant, more wattage per square foot, as well as a higher par score, that's where you're going to maximize it, and that's where the double-ended or the OG hood gives you more usable light.
Now, here is something I do have to say about DE because it's all the rage and people asking questions about it. A regular ballast will fire a DE, but it's not going to fire it to its full potential because it's not a high-frequency ballast. So if you are deciding to purchase the hood separately, remember to purchase a double-ended high-frequency ballast to match that.
And tell us the difference between the Nanolux double-ended fixture and the other popular ones on the market.
So Nanolux has made a few changes. One of it is we've added some software in it, which is the Nanolux Cloud Control software. It's the NCCS, and it's a wireless control that hooks into the double-ended fixture. It can run up to 999 lights. Instead of using that's it.
That's weak.
So instead of using a timer,
you're more my size, girl. I'm gonna need 2 of those.
So what you can do with it is you can actually control it, do natural sunrise, sunset.
You could probably grow a plant under it.
Yeah, sunrise, sunset, keep going. Don't
You
stop.
can do it on a timer. It has auto dimming that you can dim from 1 to 5% per minute to go back into the parameters that it was set on. But say your air conditioner goes out and it just starts creeping. You're auto dimming, but basically you're screwed.
Yeah.
What do you want your lights to do?
Turn off.
Turn off. So there's an automatic shut off.
No genius.
Oh my God.
So it's the cloud control software is amazing because you don't have to do timers. You can actually control everything from.
What type of hardware or software does it take to run something like that?
It is a DTU unit and an RTU. It's very similar to a modem. And the MSRP on it is $79.99. And I don't even want to hear what you're wanting to say.
Nobody wants to hear.
Hell no.
Can North Korea hack it?
That's a good question.
That's actually.
I don't want North Korea hacking my 1,000 lights.
No, they fuck up my lighting schedule. I'm going
It's
over there.
WPAN, so it's Wireless Personal Access Network instead of Wi-Fi.
Boom.
Can North Korea hack it?
I still fuck them up if they hack it.
And we have ceramic fittings in our DE fixture.
Hold on, I think we have Kim Jong-un on the line right here.
No,
he's not calling in tonight.
Okay, so we have ceramic fittings, high-frequency
He's
ballast.
busy entertaining Solistech.
I'm not even going to comment. I am just here to talk about DEs and Nanolux. There's tons of choices out there.
Yes.
And to be an informed consumer, read on the websites. Ask the questions and ask your hydro store to see.
What's the best websites to check out, though? Like, in your mind, or where's the real information at?
Well, besides the Heavy Tea Grow Show.
Well,
DFZ Radio, Girl in the Garden.
DFZ Radio. I will say, no, always
Girl in the Garden
go
blog.
to the manufacturer site.
Girl in the Garden website, Girl in the Garden Instagram.
Ask their tech support for question. And another one, I will say.
Go to Facebook.
Keep going.
You guys are whatever. I will say not all. There's some bad advice on the internet.
Yeah, of course there is.
Especially
That's
when
why
like,
you need to know.
My buddy went and
That's
did
why
this.
Horty Chris isn't here tonight. We got rid of the bad advice tonight.
So, I mean, there's certain places you can go. I will say I was just on the justforgrowers.com. They have a YouTube page.
Yeah.
And Dan just put out some really good videos on what HPS is. And it talks about the difference between PAR, the lumens, how it compares to the other lights, the efficiency of it.
Right.
And there's some good videos out there. He talked about DEs on some of it too. So there is some good stuff going out. It's not always like my buddy grows this and this is what he's doing and there's no pictures of anything. But talk to the manufacturer.
I noticed one feature on the Nanolux double-ended compared to the others. You have a setting above where the others stop. You actually get more energy into the fixture than the other ones.
So it's 5.3 amps, and you can go up to, I think, 1,215 watts.
How does that affect the bulb? Is the bulb more likely to fail, or is it just on the longevity of it? Because we're pushing more and more energy through these things. And I remember back in the day, everything was made to an ANSI rating. People were using bulbs, single-ended bulbs, for an ANSI rating of 1,000 watts in the digital ballast that came out that had the turbocharges, supercharges, or whatever they called it, where it put more energy through it, and it led to more failures on the bulb.
Here is what I recommend as a grower and someone who uses these
Give
products.
it to me, girl.
All of them have an overdrive setting.
Mhm.
I just want to run it at what it is and not use the overdrive. Some people want to use the overdrive. Oh, it has to have its more intensity during the day, and it has to go this peak and go back down. You can auto dim. Other people go, the last 2 weeks I want to put it into overdrive and just give it all that oomph. My growing style is don't use the Super Lux setting. That's me personally. Keep it on what it's sold as and recommended.
Last 10 days or so, I'm dimming my lights down, cooling the temperatures down, simulating fall. Most of our favorite plants that are summertime crops, they're ripening during the fall, and it's not just the photo period or the amount of nutrient that you're
Less
giving
sunlight.
it. It is also giving the plant cues that, hey, it's time to start ripening, that your reproductive organs, your fruit, are going to be dying soon. Send more juice to them, send more terpenes, send more resin to them, bulk those out because you only have so much time left to catch that pollen to reproduce, so you need to send out as much as possible. I do the exact opposite, and I tell growers time and time again to do the exact same. The last 10 days,
Use the dimming.
dim it down to simulate fall coming in. And cooler temperatures, less intensity of light, are going to give the plant natural triggers to start ripening. Dino, you have something to say about beer?
No, I was just saying, people think they can beat nature. That's why you're using techniques that nature uses, and that's a great thing that you can understand and recognize what the plant wants and needs. A lot of people think we can create better than nature, and that's not the truth. Nature is about as good as it gets.
Well, much is better than outdoor shit.
Sunlight should be the bar that you're doing.
Yeah,
you're
we're trying to replicate
mimicking sunlight, replicating it. So just like fall is going, it makes the plants go into certain production so you can get that harvest done.
Nice. Well, check out NanoLux. What's the website?
Nanolux. It's nanoluxtech.com.
And I'll tell you guys straight up, I've been running one of these in a demo in a store for a while, and they are brighter than any other combo double-ended setup that I've seen. And finally, I'm getting some feedback after 2 or 3 months after selling them that the people are ordering 20, 30 more at a time because they are stoked on this.
I kind of like to see the 500 go out.
The price, yeah, absolutely, so would I. But the price comparison compared to the other ones on the market, it's very affordable, and you're going to get a quality product with a quality warranty. If someone buys this thing, what are they looking at as far as warranty if they have any problems?
Bulbs have a 1-year warranty.
Beautiful.
Manufacturer's warranty is 3 years. Keep your receipt. I usually save the box and tape my receipt into the box.
You must deal with returns.
I've worked in a hydro store. I know what you're supposed to do. Keep that receipt. If you have an issue, take it back to that store that you bought it from, and they will take care of that for you.
That's right. Check out NanoLux. Check out their double-ended fixture and all the other cool stuff that they have out there. You guys have micro ballast. You have a bunch of different cool stuff. So NanoLux is where it's at. A Girl in the Garden is where it's at. Thanks for dropping the knowledge on the double-ended, Emily.
Well, thank you.
All right, let's go to John in Apple Valley and talk some more grow. John's trying to get his flower on. John, what's growing on?
What's going on?
That's your saying, sorry.
Stop stealing my stuff.
I stole it.
Hi, John.
Hi, what's going on? What's going on, guys?
So, John.
All right, so I'm trying to figure out how to word this question. Let's say hypothetically.
Come on, man. You can.
A friend of mine.
Yeah, you're already a bad start. Already a bad start.
All right, what did your friend do?
Someone I know overfed their plants and they are dead.
No. I was listening in the last week's show, and there was a lot of talk about, what goes into the plants and how cancer patients especially are very careful. Well, I'm an epilepsy patient. Let's say hypothetically 80% goes to production of essential oils for me.
Yes.
Is Terpinator still safe to use in my lineup?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, all the product made grown with Terpinator can be USDA certified organic. The product is not OMRI or certified organic, but when you grow with it, the products that are produced by using that nutrient can be certified as organic. And this is real big in the nutrient game. As things become more accepted, there's more free states across the nation. Even if it goes nationwide, sometime the USDA is going to get involved to be able to sell things across state lines. And to have a certified organic product in California, as well as Colorado, as well as Washington, you have to prove the entire process of growing is done organically, from your pesticides, your fungicides, what you're putting into the plant, everything. Okay, and the Terpinator has been USDA certified to be compliant with organic production.
Okay. So that leads into my next question. Then, since I'm doing that, should I be growing basically all organic? So I switch from soil or from cocoa and go to soil and go with the
I like a hybrid system, a synthetic mineral system. The plants don't really know if it's getting a nitrogen molecule from an organic source that's decomposed and made available, or from a salt, a mineral source that is instantly dissolved into the water. The plant just needs to be fed. Certain things I don't want to use. I don't want to use gnarly plant growth regulators like paclobutrazol, like the minicide, all of that stuff. I like to get the growth rates associated with synthetics and the flavors associated with organics, and not use gnarly hormones. There are some hormones in seaweed extract and stuff that are technically plant growth regulators, PGRs, like auxin and cytokinin and things like that, but those are naturally occurring and derived from a plant material. Certain other ones are derived from a chemical process and a refinery of certain things. So be aware of what you're putting into your plant, what you're putting into your body. I'm completely fine with using a mineral-based nutrient line. Emily, for you, because you are big, I see a lot of organic gardeners on your show. Is that your cup of tea?
I love organic gardening, especially if I'm gardening outside. Now, if I'm growing inside, and I am a cancer patient too, so I am concerned about what I'm growing and what I'm putting onto my plants. I'm concerned about that, but I will usually use a synthetic for inside. I'm growing for the fastest growth possible, using lights, and I want to have yield, and I want to have it as much as possible.
Tell me if it's not the same thought for you, Emily, but John, when you're growing indoors, you have an 8-week flowering period. That's a very short time with very short specific windows to give the plant optimal nutrition. At the beginning, the first 2 weeks, you need to optimize certain things. The next week or two, you need to optimize certain things. The week 5 and 6, same thing. Week 7 and 8, same thing. If you're just using organics, relying on those to be broken down and to be available to the plant in an optimal form, it's going to be very difficult for you to dial that in. It can be done, and I've seen several growers do it. It's just there's more of a learning curve that you have to mix certain things in to be made available, to break down, and so forth and so on. With minerals, and especially in hydroponic methods like cocoa, the things are available to the plant immediately. So if you go in today, look at your plant and say, you know, I need to step this up. I need to make more available instantly. You can do that. In organic, it's much more difficult. For the novice grower growing all organically, though, there is a bigger buffer because everything's not available instantly. So a lot of novice growers think more is better, pack it full of nutrient, blah, 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 right? That's not the case. But with organics, if they're doing that, more often than not, they're not going to fry their plants. They're going to get to the end and still have a harvest. If you do that with a mineral-based nutrient, your plant's going to be dead in a day or two.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where last week, Amal Gold Nutrients was on, and that's where their specific proprietary formula that they have gives you the best of both worlds. They are not synthetic at all, completely organic, but they have a process to make that available to your plants immediately. And they're actually going to be becoming a sponsor of the show, where we're going to have some of their things to give out in the next couple weeks once we produce all of their commercials and everything for them. But AmalGoldNutrients.com, check them out. A great all-organic company.
Definitely will. Thank you.
All right, brother. You got anything to add, Emily, or that pretty much sum it up for you? Yeah, I'm awesome. I know.
No, I'll say one thing.
Yes.
If you're doing
awesome.
soil, I'll say two things.
Okay.
Heavy tea's awesome. Second one, if you're growing inside hydroponics versus organic, and your plant needs nitrogen, It's going to take a lot longer to give it some kind of organic nitrogen source as opposed to using something that's synthetic. So your plants can recover a lot faster.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm running the Kind nutrient system, and
Nice.
and then a little bit of general hydroponics. You know, a couple of Cool Bloom and Floralicious Plus in there. So I kind of got a little bit, kind of what you're saying, a little bit of both worlds going on.
All right, so if you're seeing deficiencies at all, you're going to resolve them with your base. Okay, don't go looking for another additive. That Kind plant nutrient system is a complete system.
Has everything you need.
You just need to tweak it a little bit, add a little bit more, and a lot of base nutrients work that way. If your plant looks deficient, most base nutrients, they are the meat and potatoes that your plants need. If your plants are starving, you just got to feed them a little bit more of that without having to go worry about buying them a bottle of vitamin C.
Got you. I got you. Yeah, I really like it. As a matter of fact, I switched over from Canna to it. I'm very comfortable with it. It's pretty easy to use.
No, absolutely. I can't think of the one bottle now. Is it more base that has the nitrogen at it? But it's an ammoniacal nitrogen. So like Emily said, if you needed more nitrogen, that ammoniacal nitrogen is available immediately. Now,
not 2 weeks.
Yeah, we can go into a bunch of things about nutrients. Not all nitrogens are the same. Like I said, you can use any nutrient if you know how to use them, but there's a difference between different nitrogens, different phosphoruses, potassiums, all of that, different raw materials that you can learn as a grower to use the things correctly. But some things are made available more readily. Some things take a little bit longer to break down, and that's the learning curve. That's why jumping around from nutrient to nutrient is one of the things that drives me crazy about growers not having success, that they're always looking for that magic bullet rather than just putting in the time and effort.
I got you, yeah.
Booyah!
All right, brother, I'm going to hook you up with some Botanicare. I'm going to send you some of that brand new Rhizoblast and Rhizogel.
Rhizoblast.
The Rhizoblast is the closest thing to the original formulation of some accelerant root additives out there. Used to be in silver bottles, now in gold. The Rhizoblast is the real deal. Completely easy to use. Get your roots popping. Check them out at Botanicare.com to learn more. That's going to work perfect with your Kind plant nutrient system over there, John. What type of grow style do you use? Container?
I'm in cocoa. I actually have. I'm doing a side by side. I've been, kind of like one of your pet peeves, I guess, bouncing back and forth between ocean forest and cocoa. I'm having pretty good success with both, but I'm kind of leaning towards the cocoa more than anything.
Yeah, I'm the cocoa ninja, bro.
I love cocoa.
Trust your eyes.
I don't have to water as frequently. Well, I use Autopod, so it does it automatically
you don't have to
for
water.
me. Well, I gotta fill up the reservoir.
You gotta watch that, but you don't have to do it all the time.
I gotta look at the plant and be like, "Oh, bitch, you look yeah."
Whatever looks better is better.
I love cocoa.
But I'm gonna send you some smart pots to go along with your Rhizoblast and your Kind plant nutrient system. I'm also gonna send you, what else we got over here? You're using the Turpinator. Let's help them grow that fire. Give them some gas and send the Pyro K from Uber. The Pyro K can be used in conjunction with any nutrient line. Our friends at Uber Nutrients have worked tirelessly. Is that a word?
I don't know. I don't think
that's a word.
It's close enough. You
I'll
know what I
use it.
mean? Anyways, ubergrower.com. Straight fire, straight to business, compatible with any grow style, any grow medium, speeds up the metabolism of your plant. Metabolic growth enhancer and bloom enhancer at ubergrower.com. John, where do you shop?
High Desert Hydroponics.
All right, brother. High Desert Hydro. Thanks for calling in, dude.
All right, thanks, everything.
Stay safe. Take a quick safety meeting break.
Yeah.
Roll one, spark one. Do what you got to do. I forgot to tell you the new rules over there, Bill. My bad. Hold that guy on hold. I'll tell you right now, and you can tell the other guys. All right. Heavy T's Grow Show coming back with a lot more grow information. And Helene from Smart Pods, she's going to come in and bust our balls about organic growing. She's the organic growing ninja.
She is.
Stay tuned. Helene coming up. GipsyRadio.com.
Didn't do it to gain power or money. If I recall, it's the gift. I guess I pass it on. My
other things to lift the stress of Babylon. Mother knows. My mother, she suffered blows. I don't know how we survived such violent episodes. I was so worried. It hurt to see you bleed, but as soon as you came out the hospital, you gave me sweets. Yeah, they tried to take you from me, but you still only gave them some prayers and sympathy. Dear mama, you helped me write this by showing me to give is priceless. And any man who knows a thing knows he knows not a damn thing at all. And every time I felt the hurt and I felt the giving getting me up off the wall, I'm just gonna take a minute and let it ride. I'm just gonna take a minute and let it breathe. I'm just gonna take a minute and let it ride. I'm just gonna take a minute and let it breathe. All I can say is the worst is over now. We can serve the hard times. Divorce, it's over now. They try to keep us out, but they doors is open now. My the Acorn is getting awards and covers now. This is K9 and still repping the S coming out of Mogadishu and still draped.
DFZRadio.com.
Nobody's safe with Dr. Duff lurking around the fucking expo. Nobody's safe.
Hi, and welcome to Non-Specific Hydro.
Yeah, hey, I have a buddy of mine that was telling me about a great additive.
Okay, do you remember the name?
Yeah, his name's Steve. He's a good buddy.
No, the product.
No, he told me it was a super concentrated organic enhancer. Comes in a yellow bottle.
Well, it sounds like he's talking about Floralicious Plus from General Hydroponics.
I don't think that was the name, but he also told me it was a vegan bioplant stimulator that contained vitamins, plant sugars, amino acids, seaweed extract.
Yeah, that would be General Hydroponics Floralicious Plus.
I don't think that's it, man. He told me it was something like Dora Vicious Flush or something, and he said it was like an organic supplement that could also be used in vegging or flowering, and it was compatible with hydro, soil, and cocoa.
Yes, that would be General Hydroponics Floralicious Plus.
Oh, hey, man, I just remembered what it's called. It's Floralicious Plus.
Oh, good. I was drawing a blank.
Floralicious Plus from General Hydroponics. Ask for it by name.
We wrote the wrong.
Run for your lives! It's the Terminator!
No, it's not the Terminator. It's the Terpinator.
Oh, wow, what's that?
Oh, you haven't heard? You have to try this stuff. The Terpinator is the newest creation from Rhizoflora Incorporated. It's the one and only product on the market that has proven to increase the concentration of terpenes in your aromatic plant oils and glands.
How does this Terpinator work?
The Terpinator works by utilizing fundamental plant metabolites through a proprietary reaction that catalyzes the increase in terpene production. Its unique composition provides the basic building blocks plants require to produce flavorful oils and a significant increase in terpenes, which will increase your aromas and flavors.
Nice. I bet with all the increase in terpene content, your plants must just be covered in resins. Oh man, I'm currently using products right now that's designed to increase the resins. Should I swap them out?
Well, that's correct. Terpinator works great alongside other products, but it's the only product out there that is going to give you a higher terpene content. Having a higher terpene content means bigger glands and increasing gland sites, which makes a dramatic difference in appearance as well as more pungent odors. Terpenes are not only your aromatic plant oils, but your plant's genetic fingerprint as well. Those terpenes boost your plant's natural defense mechanism against insects and mold.
I really want to try this product. Does it have any harmful chemicals or PGRs?
Heck no. The Terpinator utilizes only organic inputs and produces notably amazing results in a matter of weeks. It is both a soil and hydroponic system friendly fertilizer that is compatible with any nutrient line out there. It is recommended to use this product during your entire flowering cycle, starting from the first week of bloom at 15 milliliters. However, there has been a lot of feedback of people getting amazing results when bumping it up to 30 milliliters per gallon the last 3 weeks of bloom.
Wow, this is the ultimate game changer. Dude, I have to get Terpinator. How do I get this stuff?
To increase dry weight, smell, taste, and a complete overall quality of your flowers, go to www.terpinator.com and make it AAA today.
Meat. I'll show you that artichoke, bro. You're gonna be amazed.
Hey, Dr. Duff, are you signing up for another one of those internet dating sites after your divorce?
Nah, I'm just ordering these freaking douchebags from China here. Just gonna be saving a lot of money on it. About $1 a bag.
Did you say douchebags?
Yeah, they're pots. They're fabric pots. They're, made in China. They save $1 a bag from all the other...
Oh, it sounds like an imitation smart pot or something.
Yeah, save $1, but, I'm pretty sure these douchebags are gonna work.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who used those same douchebags. He bought them direct from China. It killed his whole garden.
Bro, what? So, I'm better off spending that extra $1 on a smart pot?
I'd get a smart pot.
Don't be a Duff man. Make sure to buy the original patented Smart Pot. Check them out at smartpots.com.
Yeah, that's how I do it. Saint. Live and learn, player. Live and learn.
DFCRadio.com.
Oh, it's just me and the ladies. Only the beautiful people here on DFC Radio. So what's up? You got a topic that you once spoke about? Is that a word? I don't know. Anyways, contact us through the website or at, is it info? Guys, help me out. Come on.
For what, the shipping?
No. Send it to AJ at dfcradio.com. Hey, we're going to have a DFC radio picnic coming up in the spring, too. Where listeners, where listeners and Dino will get together and drink beer.
I'll be drunk.
Obviously.
I'll be hanging out.
Obviously. Is the monitor down, dog? Getting some reverb over here. All right, call in at 562-653-0707. I would like to welcome our next guest, Helene from Smart Pots.
Bro, shit.
Oh. Thanks.
Not her first time in the Thunderdome. No, sir.
Is this your first rodeo?
Not at all. She's a well-seasoned heavy tea vet nowadays. What's going on, girl?
Oh, just kicking off the new year. You know, it's going to be another busy one. Going to be a good one.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me back on. Always good time over here.
Did you get to hear a little bit of our last segment about synthetics versus organics?
Heard some blurbs going on. Yeah, kind of, sort of, a little bit.
I know that you have run organic farms before and that you're a proponent or have been a proponent of organic gardening. Tell us why and some benefits over the mineral or synthetic nutrients that people use.
Well, I guess that being said, I think everything has its place. So, you know, everything has its advantages and perhaps disadvantages. But as far as what I do, I just kind of big into the urban gardening, backyard gardening type thing. And I really liked the simple kind of closed loop approach to recycling, composting.
Closed loop. Well, what exactly do you mean by
for
closed
that?
loop?
I mean, for me, anyways, is keeping it super simple and recycling nutrients from, what we use with our food waste and back into the earth. Giving some to our chickens, and then the chickens poop, giving some to the worms, and then the worms poop, and then it's all right there. It's recycling back. But that being said, I think that synthetic mineral-based nutrients have their place too. I think that they can be very specialized, very refined.
If you have no place for an outdoor garden, you have to sometimes use synthetic.
Well, if you think about, if you have an indoor garden, everything that you're doing is it's synthetic sun, synthetic wind, synthetic, everything. So you're
just the act of growing hydroponically.
Right.
If you think you're growing organically with organic nutrients, organic means occurring in nature, and there's very few instances where certain plants we grow indoors are growing hydroponically.
And a lot of mineral-based nutrients, that are synthesized, I guess, in the lab. A lot of the the ingredients in those come from natural sources and are refined into a highly absorbable, usable form for the plant. So sometimes it might be better for the situation, depending on what you're doing. So,
what do you got going on in your backyard right now?
Organic right now,
or synthetic?
I have a whole bunch of smart pots.
No.
With a lot of dormant plants, or do you have
actually,
some seasonals?
We have the winter garden going on right now. We had Charles put us together some custom smart pots that we made the specs according to what we were doing.
Like what? Different sizes?
Well, we're using kind of like a long cylinder tube that we have planted, that you can cut out, fill it up with our soil, and then we're cutting little X's in the top and plugging in our starts. We have a big greenhouse that we have usually about 1,000
like
starts kind of going
pot
on.
Slab?
It's like a smart pot log.
Dr. Duff, you know nothing about the logs.
I lay Lincoln logs every day.
Oh, yeah. So that's really cool. Is that
cool.
Something that's available to the general public to have customizable shapes? They can call Smart Pots and have that done?
Yeah, what's one of the cool things about Smart Pots is that they are made in the USA, so they have a really quick turnaround time, and they're always happy to make custom sizes and shapes, if you have a idea in mind. So
what if I wanted to be Smart Pot Man for next Halloween?
Should be. That would be awesome. You would be my hero.
What would that look like? Really?
I'd be walking around with Smart Pots all stapled together, like, oh.
Like cocoa coming off the top.
You would be famous. Yeah.
I'm already famous.
I know.
In my own mind.
Yeah.
In my own world.
Hey, there's at least 5 people listening. They're on hold right now.
At least they're all right there.
We're all right here. No.
Couldn't you cut up one of the compost bags, put some armholes in it, and just wear that?
She's got it down already.
Like,
she thought about
that
this.
Be it? And then you could put a hat on.
That's not as cool as saying this is custom made for me.
And maybe they would embroider it upside down one of the pots to say Heavy Tea Grow Show.
I would
wear it as a hat.
I would want an assless version too.
Everybody wants that. Okay.
Yeah. What? They make your dreams come true.
I don't.
Whatever you can dream
I thought
of.
everybody wanted assless.
If nature calls, I don't want to have to undo my whole Smart Pot outfit. I just want to go to the restroom right away.
Especially in Halloween situations.
So that's really cool. The Smart Pot is very unique in itself. The fabric that you use, the design that you use is a patented product, and people don't understand this because how often the Smart Pot is reproduced or knocked off. Like I said earlier in the show, I really think it's the most knocked off product that I've seen. At one point, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, at San Francisco Maximum Yield, there were 10 to 12 different fabric pots that were trying to promote their product to be like a Smart Pot. But because it's patented, you cannot replicate what you guys are doing.
Yeah, so far we've counted over 40.
40.
Doesn't Dr. Duff have his own version of one?
Oh, he does. He's got like 5 versions.
The douchebag.
That's right.
The douchebag.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Duff Man here. If you ever need a grow fabric pot, you need to get the Dr. Duff douchebag. That's right. I got my own sweat in it. It's my own minerals. It's organic. It's at the bottom of the pot. As soon as your roots hit it, it blows up.
100%
That's right.
cotton.
100%.
From
Jordache jeans.
from the BVD factory.
Hey, don't mess around. Get your Dr. Duff douchebags in your garden now. Don't mess with anything else because I'm organic. Everybody else is just a panic. I'm out.
Brought to you by Fruit of the Loom.
Are those your old jean shorts that you just like sweated
He's
through?
failing. I know. It's bad, Emily, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's my own.
You know what I think it is he has all this built-up poison in the building. Can you help him get the poison out of the building?
I'm not going to help him. I think he needs to go outside and actually take care of himself.
All
And
right.
Come back and
Can I get a picture of you?
Go have,
spot on.
go have a safety meeting and think about what you said and make it better.
Dang,
What did I even say?
You're
out of the.
not on the ball.
Helene came all the way up from San Diego to be here. We don't need him ruining the show.
Thank God Helene is here
So
tonight.
there are 40 knockoffs that you've counted of the Smart Pot, and the Smart Pot was the original. It was the tree bag that was designed to help transplant trees to get full oxygenation or as much oxygen to the root zones as possible, as well as allowing the grow medium to dry out nice and evenly, so you don't have those pockets of moisture that can cause root rot or little pockets of pathogen to start blooming, or for the situation to become anaerobic or root bound. It is a crazy, awesome product that is so fucking simple. It's one of those things that you're like, I wish I thought of that. You know?
And it's been around forever. Is it 1980?
Yeah, 1984.
84.
So just about 30 years or so
31
now.
years.
31 years, yeah.
So those claims I made, all the other companies out there try to make the same claims that their product is going to do the same thing. What sets a Smart Pot aside from those other ones? What is the technology that is patented?
The patent they have is on the weave itself. So it's a very, very, very finely spun material. So it.
No horsehair in there.
No.
Oh, that's
No
a different kind of weave on Calabrese.
Grandma's patented like maneuver like on the nitty.
There's a few grandmas. They have a few grandmas going back there.
So it's the pattern of the fabric.
Yeah, it's all USA made. Everything in it, from the bag to the tag, is all made in America. And because it's so finely wove, it's very strong and very durable. So it's not going to fall apart. Not going to be able to rip it apart. You're going to get at least good 5 or so years out of it before it starts to break down. Where a lot of other of these knockoff pots break down after a season or so. Just start falling apart.
Some of them are simply just made from recycled industrial material in China, and they will break apart in the middle of an outdoor grow, where you have a full-size 8-foot monster, 10-foot monster in this 100, 200-gallon pot, and it starts disintegrating around your plant with all of your hard work, profits, and tears going down the drain.
And another thing about them, these made overseas bags out of recycled textiles from other industries, is that they have the tendency to leach chemicals into the root zone of the plant, going straight into the fruits, the flowers, and then into the consumer. So ours don't have any leaching. They're completely inert. They're very high quality bag, and they're
if the
organics.
If the chemicals don't end up killing the plant, they're still going to be present in the plant material, and if you're consuming those things, you're consuming that nastiness.
Plants absorb toxins very easily. A lot of plants are used for remediation of chemicals out of the soil, so the last thing you want to do is be using a bag that's going to be adding chemicals to your root zone.
I always think of these Smart Pots as outdoor plants, but they're used indoor like just as well. Tell me about how well they're used for indoor.
Yeah, you can use them indoor,
Awesome
you can
question.
use them outdoor, you can use them in soil, you can use them in hydroponics.
Hey, don't use my show as the warm-up for the Beer 30.
Why not? Why not?
But indoors, I think what Dina was getting at is it's not just soil gardening, because most outdoor gardening is soil. You can use them for hydroponic use, recirculating systems.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it doesn't allow any runoff or erosion to fall through into your system, so you keep your recirculating system nice and clean.
It's like a filter bag. You can actually use any kind of medium in it, and it's not going to, clog your components. You can do an ebb and flow. You can do recirculating, anything you want, and it's going to be very versatile. And it can be even full-time aquatic plants. If you had a pond or something, you can set a Smart Pot in it, and it'll be fine too.
So I can say, at least from my uses, you can use any medium. I've used Rodin, Hydroton, just about anything, cocoa with it.
Soil,
you can use it indoor, you can use it outdoor. They have sizes. I guess we didn't really talk about the sizes, but you can do it for almost any application that you're looking for. So if you have 1 gallon, you're using those and they're recirculating or drained to waste indoor. You can do that with Hydroton, or you can go outside with a 200-gallon one and put
Or
soil
a
in it.
1,000-gallon one or something.
How big does the Smart Pot go?
I mean, we
So big.
stock up to 1,000-gallon, but like I said, any custom sizes will make whatever you want.
Damn, Dusty must be ordering the 1,000-gallon ones. That dude.
Oh, you know it.
That dude is like, give me 2,000-gallon
Of
ones.
course.
I live in the woods.
But
Trust the real soil.
Also, this isn't a one-time deal, guys. We talked about other kinds of fabric pots breaking down through the UV of the light or the sun, through excess temperature or overwatering. Even what you're putting into it, the salts and things can break down certain molecular bonds in the pots that cause problems. Smart Pots don't have those problems, but it's not just for a season. You can reuse them. How do they reuse them properly, Helene?
I would recommend washing them out when you're done. Some people take them to the laundromat, which is fine, and you can do that. And you can, if you do, you can put them in the big industrial washers, and that works fine. Or you can just use like a 55-gallon barrel and put some H2O2 in that and dunk them in that. That'll disinfect any pathogens that might have.
I put bleach in mine and it just tore it apart. Should just not use soap or anything.
That's probably not true about either. You don't use anything but your douchebags, because that's what you are. Don't put bleach in or around anything that's going to be touching a plant eventually. But I would imagine those Smart Pots are so resilient, if you did, Duff, that they probably would not fall apart.
They turn tan.
I will say for reusing Smart Pots, empty them out, turn them inside out, lay them in the sun, let them dry out a little bit, kind of beat them against something to get any of the loose particles off. Beat them up.
Beat them against that meat.
And then clean them.
Yeah.
And then you clean them.
Yeah.
As simple as laundry.
Simple as laundry. I'm not big on the laundromat thing. It's just a mess.
No, I
don't
know
do
that.
it at your house.
Yeah, don't ever use your own washer.
Never.
In
Unless
NorCal,
it's a rental.
they actually have signs up at a lot of laundromats that say
Yeah.
no fabric containers or fabric pots, please.
They'll last longer if you don't put them in the washer too.
Turn them inside out and leave them in the sun.
And
Let them
beat
dry
'em.
out.
What's
and
the
then beat 'em.
what's the oldest Smart Pot that you've seen still in use?
I've heard of a 10-year-old Smart Pot.
Oh, yeah?
But I haven't seen it myself. So
Not yet.
It's a mythical 10-year-old
Allegedly,
Smart
it's out there.
the legend, the mythical
Who's the last
10-year-old.
And if you spot
There's
him
a
in the wild.
rare sighting.
He's a Sam Squanch.
Man, you are awesome, Helene. You are an organic grower, a synthetic organic hybrid grower now, but everything that you've done up until this point of today, working with Smart Pots, your own experience in the garden, you've been a world traveler and everything, and now you travel so much for Smart Pots. Just for the show, you came up 2 hours up here, How is that working and traveling and being a young, attractive female? Is it hard to be in the game out there?
Well, at this point, I'm used to it. It's a great opportunity, and I love it. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't something that I loved doing, because it's exhausting traveling so much, but you learn so much being out on the road. It's just, there's no other education like it, being out in the field. And I've been in the retail level, and I learned a lot there as well. But for me, this just fits my lifestyle, and I figure I might as well do it now while I can.
Because you travel so much, are you on Tinder as well?
No.
That's just me. I will say also, Helene is a great writer, and she writes articles for some of the different hydro magazines
No
that are
kidding.
out there.
She's a ghostwriter. Shush.
They say her name.
I do love writing, yes.
That's awesome. If you have a customer appreciation day, you want Helene to stop by your store, check out smartpots.com, contact them directly through there. Are you just West Coast or whole country now?
A little bit of both. My territory is, mainly the southern part, the Southwest, but I've been known to travel far and wide if the opportunity presents itself. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, as a expert grower yourself, you're going to stick around and answer some of these general gardening questions from our callers, right?
Yeah.
So let's get back to talk and grow with our callers. Whoa.
Hang in there.
He's gonna fall off the chair tonight.
Whoa, maybe.
It's got a lot
It's kind of
swag in
wobbly.
it.
This is not made in America, I tell you that much.
It's IKEA. It's IKEA, son.
No, it's not. JC from Cerritos. It's internet straight from China. Alibaba. JC from Cerritos, you have a question about pH and ppm.
How's it going, guys?
What's going well?
And ladies.
Well, my question is regarding cutting edge solution, and according to them, their pH is kind of throwing me off. But it says that you can go as low as 4.0 and up to 6 point something.
Oh hell
but
yeah!
that you don't need
check
to
it.
adjust it; that it automatically do it itself. Is that true?
Hell yeah! It's like an auto shit.
All right, Cutting Edge Solutions has a very specific process how they make their 3-part and other things. They biologically chelate their products. So they basically organically chelate their products through a process where whatever is biological means that something is eaten by a specific organism, then it's shit out, and now it's more available to the plant. Chemical or acidic chelation is where a chemical bonds on a molecular level with the nutrient molecule to penetrate the cell in the plant and make it more available. I have not used Cutting Edge Solutions, and I don't want to speak on what they would do according to their directions. Do either of you ladies have some insight to that?
I have not used it, but I typically don't like to grow with that low of pH.
No.
That's just not what I've learned is don't grow
But
with
it's
the
gonna
4.0
change.
pH.
But
Because
below
it's organic.
5.2, if you're in rock wool, the rock wool will disintegrate.
It depends on your application. What kind of media are you using?
I'm cocoa.
And what is your you're asking more because it's between 4.0 to
Well, I mean, when I do my waterings and I check the pH, it does go pretty
There-
low, and I bring it up to 5.8.
I would
But, I mean,
continue
I
to do that, my friend.
Yeah,
I would continue to bring it up. I like to
I
stay
wouldn't go that
5.8
low.
to 6.2 is for me.
If I could get Mark or John on the phone and next week maybe have them call in and explain that, how that works, I'm going to do that for you, JC, but continue doing what you're doing just to be safe. At lower levels of pH, certain things are locked out. Certain things can be completely made unavailable. On the other hand, though, no matter if you're using a lot of biologicals, they can transform the pH as it passes through. So, they're I don't know exactly the process that they're claiming that is used that will allow you to do that. I don't want to speculate, but there are some ways of growing that allow you not to pH adjust your nutrient solution. If you're growing in cocoa with the 3-part, I would always pH adjust it. What do you think, Khalil?
I mean, in any case where I wasn't sure on something, I would take advantage of the fact that there are reps out there that are experts in that specific nutrient. I would contact them directly and ask them what they suggest because that's what they're there for.
I'd
So
say
maybe
not go lower
or have Tyler
Heavy tea.
contact them for you.
Heavy
Sorry,
tea.
Sorry.
Heavy tea. You should try
Heavy tea.
2.0 pH. That's what I'd do.
And never listen to Duff.
Yeah, whatever you do.
You know, it needs a fluctuation all the way down to 2 to up to like 10.
JC, where do you shop?
Throw a little hot sauce
Let
in
me
there.
ask
Spice it
another
up.
question. My other question is, I'm
Sure.
in week 5 in Bloom, and I just realized I have
You just realized your pH was at 4.
On the families, I noticed the spider mites, and I was wondering what I can...
Oh, bro, I know what you need to do.
Yeah, listen to Duff on this one.
Good, let's hear it.
All right. You listening?
Yep.
You need something that's super flammable. Something that could spread all over the leaves.
Yeah.
And then you go take a lighter with a hair sprayer.
Yeah, check out the frequency washes from
Right in
Left
front of
Coast
the hair
Wholesale. You can spray them up until the day of harvest. I
Muy
know
fuego.
a product several growers have been talking about is the grain cleaner.
It's the bomb.
Yeah, it will kill the eggs and the mites as well as be a deterrent against fungus or fungus.
And you can use it close to the end of harvest.
I'm using it. I
Oh,
use it.
Yeah. So check out the green cleaner or some of the frequency washes, okay?
What about the optic foliars attack? Does that work for that, or is that just...
That's for powdery mildew or mold only.
What about SM90?
It's not going to take care of the mites, and I wouldn't spray it. It's basically a wetting agent. It's
Uh-huh.
also has certain essential oils that can affect mite reproduction and their ability to breathe. But look at the green cleaner. You got to take care of the eggs and everything. At week 5, you're right in the middle. You can use something like SM90 and limp to the end, or you can go get some green cleaner, take care of it in a short period, and get the most out of the next week 6 and 7.
You need special forces in there, dog.
Now with spider mites, other different kind of mites, there's 3 different stages that you have to kill. Is that right, Helene?
Oh shit! Now we're getting.
And the green cleaner works on all of them.
So what are the 3 stages?
The final stage is Dr. Duff.
It's death.
No, it's eggs.
That's the eggs, and then what? The adults, and then what?
Party time.
What else?
The
I don't know what the
survivors.
third is.
Is it
Zombies?
Larva?
There's like the young. There's the eggs. There's the young ones.
You
and
crazy
there's the
bitches
adults.
brought this up.
I'm like,
to get some knowledge.
How many
no,
stages
no,
are
okay.
there?
Let me put
You
it-
want me to interject?
It's the eggs.
Oh, no,
it's
go
the
ahead.
young ones,
And
and
there's
it's
zombies.
the adults. And the young ones. It's so not
This chick just said the young ones.
The young
The young ones. They're not.
Is that a new rap
They're
group?
the teenagers.
Kick
It's
Holy
the babies,
fuck,
the
I'm
teenagers, and the adults.
A lot of these you gotta spray and then spray again and then spray again to get them all.
Oh, watch out. Bullshit.
All right, cut it out.
Man.
All right, what are the 3 stages? Damn it! I am like my brain's not on.
Alzheimer's the last one, and then you're
Babies,
dead.
youngins,
You
grown folk.
I like babies, teenagers. and
Intermittent might be a nymph, but I don't think the mice go into a nymph.
They're going to nymph mode.
It's usually a nymph would be that they go from like walking to flying, and the intermediate
I keep
stage of
thinking
nymph.
of
Into Excalibur mode.
I think they like cocoons.
What the hell?
I think they like Excalibur mode.
No, but Green
Dungeons
Cleaner,
and Dragons.
regardless, Emily, Green Cleaner takes care of
all-
every stage of
Each
it.
All the
stage,
stages.
All at once.
Yeah.
all at once.
At the
Holy
same time.
And,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Green
Oh,
Cleaner. is
there's
the
still a
real deal.
listener, the caller. That's funny. I
Yeah,
forgot.
the caller's still there. Caller, JC, I'm going to send you some of the Armor SI. Using silica through the entire grow process helps bolster the plant cells against attack from things like mites. It also helps protect against heat stress and drought. Silica is a great product. I use it as a pH buffer to raise my pH a little bit to get it in there. The Armor SI from our friends at General Hydroponics. And by the way, if you're using a 3-part like Cutting Edge, might want to go with the people that designed it in the beginning, the GH.
Oh,
Okay,
Wise words.
and for a spray for your garden to get the most
Just
out of
saying.
it, I'm going to send you some Overgrow. That's right, the Overgrow. It has the transport, the rev, and the watts, formerly known as Megawatt. That's
Oh,
right.
shit.
Combined with Attack and Azadirachtin, it can be a preventative against fungus, can be a preventative against bugs, as well as getting more energy to your plants to
Yes,
speed up
right.
photosynthesis. Optic foliar, that's all they do is foliar sprays, and, you know, that's good.
Octave
Can I use that SM90 with the lights on?
No.
Hell yes,
If you mix it with transport, you could, but transport is a penetrating agent. That's what a wetting agent would be used for, except the transport helps get through the cell of the leaf to get whatever you spray on it into it immediately. The SM90 is only an oil.
Okay.
Okay? A nice smelling oil. It can affect the flavor if you root trench it. You know, I'll give a little secret here. Everyone in the SFV, we know your secret for those lemony original gangsters.
Oh my
Using
God,
SM90 from the
SM90.
time they get roots. That was give it that little
10 mils a gallon.
People been killed for less, so JC, don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
50 mils a gallon.
JC shops in Cerritos.
Oh.
Allegedly.
That was funny. I'm sorry. I need to go drink a Red Bull in a safety meeting.
You do need a Red
Hey,
Bull.
that one dude is in there. What's that guy's name that's coming on next?
That one dude.
Go ahead, Duff.
What?
It's one. DNG. What's that guy's full name?
Are you gonna make me do this again?
Yeah,
That
what's his name?
person grows.
It's oh man, jeez.
It's Dat Nigga
Dat
Grows is coming up
Nigga
next.
Grows is coming up.
Helene, Emily, and Dino will still be with us right here on DFCRadio.com.
And I'm not racist.
Yes, you are.
listening to DFZRadio.com.
Monsanto repoed my hydro store.
Uber, because you want more.
Hey guys, come outside, check out my new car for our new sponsor, Uber. Yeah.
You bought a new car to drive for Uber, Duff?
Yeah, I'll be picking up people making cash.
This ad is for Uber Nutrients.
Wait, what, nutrients?
Yeah, the powerful, quality-oriented nutrients designed for the professional grower.
What am I supposed to do with this brand new car?
Maybe drive yourself up to the local hydro shop and ask for Uber Nutrients.
Uber Nutrients, where do I find that on the internet?
If you can't make it up to your local hydro shop, Duff, go to ubergrower.com.
Ubergrower.com?
That's ubergrower.com.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try Uber.
High-performance nutrients for your plants. Uber, because you want more.
You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFZRadio.com.
Coming to grips with measuring pH is a fundamental part of ensuring a successful crop. Of course, having the right nutrient mix is important, but without a slightly acidic pH level, plants won't receive optimal benefits from the nutrients supplied. Blue Lab has a range of pH measurement tools available to help both the commercial and small-scale growers. These include the Blue Lab Guardian Monitor, the Blue Lab Combo Meter, the Blue Lab pH Meter, the Blue Lab pH Pen, and the Blue Lab Soil pH Meter. For more information, visit us online at getbluelab.com.
Breaking news!
This just in, Horticultural Chris has just completed his 5th threesome, unbeknownst to all of us having sex more than 5 times in his life. Jack Bashford reporting live, DFZRadio.com.
Listen up, tough guy. I got a bone to pick with some of yous. You punks out there walking around thinking you're all gangsta and such. You wouldn't know gangster if it knocked you upside the head with a cannoli. Yeah, I see you down at the hydro store with your hats all crooked and your pants falling down. A real gangster would buy a belt. Pull your pants up! But you know what really gets me? You go and buy these cheap hoods thinking you're gonna get the kind of yields that we do. Well, you know what? You're not. Because you aren't using the best hood on the market. You aren't using the OG hood from Growlight. Why the OG hood? Well, the name says it all. OG ain't original, gangsta. It's outrageously great. What makes this hood so great? Well, it starts with the fact that the bulb is hanging vertical, which means all the light from the bulb is getting to where it needs to go, to your plants. This thing's got 100% reflective interior. You're lucky if you get 80% from the hood you're using, not to mention the unique and patented concealed vacuum airflow technology. I'm not sure what that means, but I know that it helps keep the bulb cooler than the other hoods and uses less airflow to do it. Not to mention that you get 1,000 watt results from a 600 watt bulb. That'll save you money, and that, my friend, is truly gangsta. You want to stop looking like a punk and become a made man? Get the OG hood from Growlight. 100% reflective interior, concealed vacuum airflow technology. And then I mentioned that it comes in black? Get gangsta on you, God. Get the OG hood from Growlight. They're available from finer hydro shops or online at growlight.com. That's Lite. Get growing. And for God's sakes, pull your pants up.
Heavy T loads us up every Wednesday night.
Oh, hi, Billy. What can I help you with today?
Well, Tina, it's my plants. I've been trying to get them healthier by using foliar sprays, and I'm just not getting the improvements I was hoping.
I understand. Did you hear that?
Yeah, and it's getting louder.
It's Optic Foliar Guy.
That's right.
Crap, look what he did to my ceiling.
Have you heard of my Optic Foliar line of ready-to-use foliar sprays?
Gosh, I guess not.
Well, I guess it's about time you did. Start with Optic Foliar's Transport. It's a revolutionary delivery agent that helps get the ingredients in your sprays directly into the plant through the leaf surface. Unlike other sprays,
It can be used with the lights on and without adjusting the pH.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
It sure is, Billy. Using Optic Folier's watts, you can help your plants use the energy provided by sunlight or HID lights, leading to an exponential increase in growth, which produces bigger yields. And what's the easiest way to provide additional nutrition for plants using watts? Optic Folier's Rev. Rev provides additional nutrients needed to maintain higher growth rates, resulting in greener, healthier plants.
Gee willikers, do you have anything to help correct deficiencies?
The new Optic Foliar Overgrow not only corrects deficiencies, but also provides increased performance. Overgrow prevents and combats problems that attack your leaves, ensuring you always get a healthy harvest.
Jiminy, it sounds like you have the solution to all my foliar needs.
That's right, Billy. When you use Transport with Watts, Rev, and Overgrow, you can expect improved health and increased yields. Better yields are only a spray away.
Thanks, Optic Foliar guy.
Well, I'm off. There are more plants that need my help.
No, wait! Hey man, the door works, you know.
Optic Foliar. Transport, Rev, Watts, and now Overgrow. The complete foliar system that will dramatically improve your plant's health and harvest. For more information, go online to opticfoliar.com.
The next level of growing is here. The growing revolution is here. DFZRadio.com. DFZRadio.com.
DFZ Radio, home of grow shows, not hosted by a corporate douchebag.
This is a train wreck.
I want you by my side.
That's 40's Pimpin' 101.
So that I never feel alone again. They've always been so kind, but now they've brought you away from me. I hope they didn't get your mind. Your heart is too strong anyway. We need to fetch back the time they have stolen from us. And I want you, we can bring it on the floor.
We can smoke it all night long.
We don't talk about it, dance on, do the boogie all night long.
We don't talk about
I
it.
like this song.
We talk about it, but we don't talk about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, chitlins of all ages. Our main man, DNG, is not coming on quite yet, so you got to hang tight, but he's awesome. We do have the segment Duff News, and I'm a little out of breath because I did walk 10 feet from the safety meeting to here.
It's pretty far.
Excuse me.
You have to be very safe doing it, too.
Shit. Heart health is important.
Oh, man, let me
World
get to the
according to Duff.
seriousness of this world. There's fourth graders out in this world, and they got hand sanitizer, and they're trying to kill their teacher.
What?
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, 3 fourth grade girls in New York are accused of conspiring to kill their teacher with hand sanitizer. This is for real. The students had learned their teacher was severely allergic to the hand sanitizer, so they decided that, they planned on putting in all of the stuff the teacher was going to touch during the class period. But you know where they went wrong? They went wrong and told students, their friends, about this plot. And then their friends, guess what they did?
Told the
Told
teacher.
on them.
Yeah, they told on him. Holy crap, they told on him, man. And guess what happened? They
Snitches
just
get
got
stitches?
suspended. The cops got involved, but the cops were like, you know what?
They're in 4th grade.
No crime has really been committed here. So they were let free. The murderers are let free.
So I'm a little confused. Do you girls get the point of that story, how they were going to kill the teacher?
I thought they were just going to clean her up.
They're going to lube her up with sanitizer.
So she was allergic to sand sanitizer.
Then they're going to go
Sand-
hand sanitizer.
Sand sanitizer.
She was deathly
sanitizer.
allergic.
Damn, that nigga girl just got me crazy.
Yeah, the sanitizer was going to
I'm fully
kill
medicated.
her. So they said, let's put it on the chalk.
First
let's
off,
put it on her seat. Let's put it on her
Is there
hair.
such things as allergies to hand sanitizers, or is it just
I know,
one
what
of
is it
those
made
things
of?
that the teacher probably didn't like it and was like, someone's like, here's some hand sanitizer, and the kids heard her say, no, I'm allergic to that.
Maybe
hopefully that's
alcohol.
what
There's
happened.
alcohol in some of the hand sanitizers. And you
Is
might
that
be
a real
allergic to that.
allergy?
Alcohol. Seriously?
I mean, besides AA, kind of that kind of allergy.
No, I mean, like, I don't know. That
you could
sounds
be
like
allergic
bullshit.
to almost anything.
I don't
Okay.
know. It's like gelatin and alcohol. I don't know what the part is.
As a reporter for the news, you did not bother to look that up.
No, bro. Shit.
Is there more
It was-
news?
that was the news.
Yes, we're
and
moving
then I'm
on.
going to
Is that all
hashtag
of
that one, loose lips sink ships. Shut your mouth.
Hashtag
kids.
Moving on.
loose lips sink ships.
Thank you. Now I'm going to go
Little
to...
girl should have told what they're going to do.
I'm
Got
going to go
it.
to the freak nasty Kia. You know what? One could say that sex on a car is a common fantasy.
Who the fuck turned the AC on? This bitch is cold.
kinda cold
No,
up
I'm
here.
getting nipply.
All
But
right.
Emily,
Keep it going.
Emily
Pump it
knows
up.
about the common fantasy of having sex on a car, but a Florida couple turned it up a notch. Why they decided to get down and nasty at Mike's Auto Sales on a 2004 Kia Sedona. Ooh, that's sexy. Say Sedona. Come on, Emily. Let's say
Sedona.
Holy shit, I just got it all over the Sedona. A witness called cops about 3 a.m. Monday to report a naked couple having sex on
Hold
top
on.
of a car.
There are sponsors getting off the sinking ship as we speak.
The caller said,
Smart Pots is still on, thank God.
he could hear moaning coming from the dealership parking lot, so he investigated. The couple saw him and told him to buck off.
This was after hours.
Hell yeah, 3 a.m. I just said that.
How dumb
Okay.
can you get?
I
3
would've picked
a.m..
Something way hotter than a Kia.
What if you're just like, you're like hot nasty, you just gotta, like, you know, you're walking home
Hold on.
because the
This
bar's
is
far.
interesting. Helene, what would be your go-to car to hump on top of?
Well, I don't know, but not a Kia.
Not the Sedona?
You missed the
Hold on.
2004.
Are you
I'm gonna
the
leave it up-
exotic
it-
sports car girl? Are you the extra
More like
dirty?
vintage, something older.
What if I had my shirt off in
Classic.
front
It
of
would
the
be.
Sedona?
It would have to be a classic.
Like a 1968 Chevy Chevelle Super Sport
Something more along those lines.
with
for
a
sure.
blow-her.
Yeah.
All right.
Painted ivy green with a little mustard on the side.
I don't know what you got, ivy green and mustard, bro. That's not in my head at all.
Do you have any other good stories?
Yeah.
No,
well,
he's gonna
Was
finish
that
this story.
the whole
up.
story?
Wait, well,
They got
police
caught on a
arrived.
Kia?
No, hold on. Listen, this is good. This is good.
Well, the police they arrived and the people ended up in the Sedona
So
at the
breaking into
dealership. It wasn't
cars.
their car; it was actually the dealership's car. But they're inside of it. You know, God knows what happened in there. But they got arrested and
did.
they were taken away. And I'm gonna hashtag that new car smell and wax on, wax off.
And they now own a
It
Sedona.
might be the wax. You know, I had
You break it, you
suspicions
buy it.
that someone humped on the hood of my car in my driveway because the little rubber strip. I just got it waxed. It was
you
all good. The
imagine
little
that?
rubber strip between the hood and the bumper in the front, right there, was all U-shaped out. Like people had been moving their ass back and forth in like an ass shape on it. You guys saw it, didn't you? You saw it. Did you
Yeah.
see it? Saying I showed you
Ain't
the ass
right.
shape.
Ain't right.
And I was like, man, some young kids just humped on the hood of my car.
They humped.
Do you have a sexy car?
I have sexy everything.
Yeah, it looked like Knight Rider and fuck. Yeah.
Shit, even my size double D's are sexy.
I got a new meaning for man's best friend, Horty
My
Chris.
bald head is too.
This one's for you,
My
Horty Chris. A couple
3
in
chins are
Anderson,
hot.
Innocent, Indiana, have been charged with bestiality after a video surfaced allegedly showing a woman having sex with her pit bull.
What?
Yeah.
Where do you
Believe
find
this
this
shit?
nasty stuff?
It's
Oh,
on the
I'll tell you
internets.
how I found
Did
it.
you say that was for Horty?
Coming. Yeah, this is for Horty Chris. Yeah,
He's gonna
exactly.
kill
Thank you,
when he
Helena.
comes back.
Helene, you did get it right. The woman 33 and the man 37 were each charged with 3 counts of bestiality in connection with the video and photos produced this past June.
That
in
makes
July.
me want to vomit.
Yes. Horty Chris, the detectives of Virginia, your home state, discovered the footage on Beast Form, Horty's homepage.
Beast
a
where?
bestiality-oriented website, Beast Form. And alerted Indiana authorities, also Horty Chris's hometown, in Anderson, also Horty Chris's home city. Anderson police said the couple admitted to making and posting the video with help of Horty Chris, and they were questioned. Thank you, Horty Chris. The stud pit bull used in the video was named Lucky, has been
Penny.
removed. Lucky Penny has been removed from the couple and is now in the care of a loving adult named Helene. And
do you think the dog was like, I don't give a fuck no more?
Yeah, the dog was pissed because he was getting that punani, dog.
Well, if it's fucking, it's in the dominant position. It was like, this is my pack.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about
Do you think
this.
every time
So
he saw that
disgusting.
chick, he was like boning her, like on her leg and shit? He would just go up and dry bone her. He's like,
What's more disgusting, thinking of that dog, what's going on, or Dr. Duff going down?
On the
town,
dog?
Julie
Oh, no,
Brown.
man.
I can tell you I don't think about either of those things.
I'm going to hashtag this one, Horty Penny every night.
I'll give you another hashtag.
Whoa.
Don't bully my breed.
Don't bully the breed. That's right. And then here it is, mixed up. The next story. A father will be in prison for 4 years for sending his kid with a Tupperware. Supposed to be his lunch, but was full of cocaine.
It's a 3-year-old. Go ahead and say you're so far off. Why don't you fucking set it up?
His son, who's 3 years old.
He was responsible for sending the kid to school. He woke up out of a binger and sent his kid to school with the Tupperware out of the fridge. He pulled it out, sent it to him. Boom, off to school. Lo and behold, when after the kid was at school, he went for a pick-me-up and found out that he had a PBJ and a squeezy in there.
No.
What happened to his drugs? They were in the other Tupperware that the kid had at the school.
A big
Yeah.
Tupperware.
See, I can do the news way better, can I?
And you know what? The guy
And
actually,
according-
the guy actually went to the school to go pick up the drugs back to get them back from the school.
And according to preschool officials, there was a scale, a knife, and a large sum of
cocaine.
Of the what's the words for it?
Pepsi. They thought they were surprised when there was not Pepsi inside of their son's lunchbox. But anyways,
The booger
guys-
sugar.
The
There's
guy's
a large amount of booger sugar in there.
The guy had booger sugar at a 3-year-old's nursery. It's called Pants Off Nursery. Whatever. It's kind of like a pedophile place where you send your kids. It's pretty gross.
It's preschool 54.
Yeah. And then I'm going to hashtag this one, Father of the Year and White Lines.
Did the guy go to
4 years, and he's going to lose custody of his kid.
I would hope so.
Father of the Year?
Father of the Year.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it, bro. I'm fucking. Excuse my language. I'm ducking over this.
Speaking of news, there's a lot of craziness going on in the world, especially in France. The day after our show last week, there was a horrible terrorist incident in France where 12 people that were part of the media, satirical, how do you say that, Emily?
Satire.
Yeah.
Satire.
Yeah, what she said.
Satire magazine?
Satirical.
There you go.
Thank you,
Don't
Emily.
worry, English escapes me sometimes. It's Long Beach Public School System. Anyways, and by the way, their doodles were not that awesome anyways, and they got killed over it. So, which is absolutely crazy because I say way worse shit weekly over here.
You should be in the green room sometimes.
Oh my God. I'm in the fucking green room all the time. Anyways, that is fucking absolutely crazy. And
ain't right.
People should continue to support free speech, including our media, and not just look at ways to get revenge or hate. Figure out ways to change what's going on. That's just my opinion. But the world is a fucking crazy place, and I'm glad that I have the world according to Duff, because through his filter, it looks a little better.
It does.
It does. Let's go back to Talk and Grow. What do you think? We're going to the OKC?
Yeah.
Otherwise known as Oklahoma.
Where smart pots are made.
Smart pots.
Mikey.
Sing it, girl.
What's growing on?
Not a whole lot. Hey, Happy New Year to you, my friend.
Same to you, brother. We got you all straight up on your garden now?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we good, you know.
It's all good, huh?
Are you missing Horty tonight?
No, I'm not all good. I have a major problem with a
Horty Chris.
genetic.
Okay. What is it?
Would you believe that I have one that this is week 15?
What?
And it's not showing any signs of
You got yourself a freaking hermaphrodite.
That's what I'm thinking. How can I make sure that it is what it is?
Well, it's been 15 weeks. You could have almost 2 harvests at that point. So
You wasted the
whether it's
time.
hermaphrodite or not, I would say fuck that bitch and killify it.
Okay.
Why don't you make it rain on
I
that
would,
plant?
I would go Ray Rice on it first and be like, you know what? You asked for half my money.
Before you do that,
money.
before you do that, treat it to a sweet meal.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, what do you mean you're going to take out my money?
What you mean this Terminator ain't working?
Hold on, if it was really Ray Rice, Mike, in between you would take some chapstick and be like, hold on, I got a little chapstick.
Put it on your elbows.
When you said you could have two in between that, I did. I had 2 harvests in between this thing here doing what it's doing.
Why are you still doing that thing?
What the hell? I don't know. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm tired. So what the hell?
It's cold out.
Like,
I ain't got nothing to do.
He's like, I'm going to keep growing it because next week, this will give me a question on heavy tea.
What if I just keep growing this and it never budded?
I got nothing to do.
Listen, Mike, for you and the other listeners, if you are changing the photo period from a longer period, like 18 or 24 hours of lights on to 12 hours on, 12 hours off, and you don't see anything changing, there's a couple things that could be going on. But the first thing that I would say is that you either have a light malfunction where the light is actually coming on when you think it's off, or you have a light leak that's not allowing that's so great it's not allowing the plant to go in to the flowering cycle, because the plant will be encouraged to reproduce their flowers at a lower photo period, at a shorter photo period. So make sure all of those things are going on. Outside of that, I have no explanation why the plant wouldn't start producing flowers at a photo period change.
It did. Oh, nice, beautiful. But they got browned up. They didn't do nothing.
They got browned up. They died.
Why
You killed them, dog. You killed them on the vine.
They did something. They died.
You just said you killed them on the vine.
I'm going to repeat my question. What are you doing?
Yeah, so if you didn't think they were done yet and they browned up and died,
you should have put some sunscreen on them.
That they were done reproducing. That
Scratch
was as
that.
good as that one was going to get
Scratch
with
that
what you did
batch,
for it.
Start over.
You need the Duffertone sunscreen.
I put it in, and I'm not. It's strictly in straight water. I put 2 lights. I put 2 hours of 600 watts on it for 2 hours a day. And
That's working out.
It don't do. It's just sitting there looking like.
It's looking retarded because you're only giving it 2 hours of light a day.
Yeah, what are you
Give
doing?
it 12 hours of light a day.
What are you doing? You're missing 10 hours.
Shit.
Are you prank calling us?
After 12 weeks, what else am I to do?
Cut it down.
Okay, 2 hours of light for your flowering plants is
Make
not
it a
enough. The
toothpick.
plant is going to die.
Yeah, well, it ain't dead. It ain't died. I'm telling you.
Well, you got branches, so make them toothpicks.
You should kill it.
Dove, shut him off.
Put it out of its misery.
Just, put it out of its
Shut her up.
misery.
That's what's going to happen today.
Maybe it got confused at some point with what you're doing for it. But listen, these most of the plants that we grow indoors are they're not evolved in like the poles, like in Alaska or northern Canada, where you have no light or a lot of light. They've become evolved closer to the equator, so you have a longer or shorter photo period. Usually in the northern hemisphere, right there, right? So listen, if you've got 2 hours of light, the plant is gonna be fucked up. It's not gonna grow properly. It's not gonna transpire properly. Nothing's gonna happen that you want. You may get some flowering. I would think that it would be mainly deformed due to the type of circumstances that you're giving it in terms of lighting. Just 2 hours a day. Dude, think of it like this, Mike. You're thinking shorter photo period is going to be better. That's going to force it more, right? More is better. No, you don't have to go down below 12. If you're at 12, that's all you have to do to encourage the flowering to begin.
Okay. In a 5x5, I had 3 running.
Okay.
A, B, and C.
Right.
Plan A, 8 weeks, fine, done, down, out.
With 2 hours of light a day.
No. This is on the 12-12 cycle.
Okay, good.
12-12 cycle.
Gotcha.
A and B done. But plan C just kept on rolling, is keeping on rolling and keeping on rolling and keeping on rolling. 2 or 3 weeks later, 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later, still haven't gotten to that point. So I'm just saying, well, the heck with it. Let me experiment I dropped the light. I started the light cycle to come down from 12:12 to 14:10. Whoa. So forth, so on, and now I'm down to 2 hours a day.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it for you.
Well, I'm just gonna cut it down.
Yeah, you need to cut it down, and
Yeah, I am.
and
I'm gonna whack it.
indoors 10 to 12 weeks would be the max of that you're going to grow it, and that's going to be the best it ever gets at that point. Even if it keeps pushing out white pistils and new growth, it's never going to be more potent than it was at that point. You talked about browning. I guess you mean browning of the leaves?
I don't know. Yeah, browning of the leaves.
I don't know either, Doc.
You know, it just never.
A ditch on the side of the highway.
I might just call up a couple of friends of mine and say, "Hey, man, you want this?"
No,
don't do that to them. You're in Oklahoma. I would hate to.
cut it down.
I would hate to. Mike. The next call Mike makes is like, "Will you accept a collect call from Mike in Oklahoma City Jail?" No, don't go give it to your friends. Fucking juice it. Just juice it.
Yeah, juice it.
I would
Compost
juice it.
I will. I am. I mean, I'm through with it. But basically, this was just a call to say have a happy New Year. I still enjoy the show. I listen every week. You know this.
Woo woo.
Good, Mike. I'm gonna send you some smart pots, brother, for being the man for Christmas. And let me send you some of the new Rhizogel from Botanicare to try out, okay? The Rhizogel, a brand new product from Botanicare. It's made for your cloning, dipping your clones into. Going to give you a large success rate. After you get those roots going, you get that stock root going, use the Rhizoblast to really make your root zone explode. Check out Botanicare.com, okay, Mike?
Thank you.
Love you, brother. Hey, and sorry for busting your balls a little bit, but you know what's up. You didn't have to call me to know that.
You know, yeah, I didn't have to call you to know that, you know. But I like to say, this is just a friendly call.
Somebody needs
Go. Turn on
Coast?
Dr. Duff one more time. Dr. Duff, what would you suggest? Going in there and strangling it?
I was.
You want to go in there, you want to go deep, and you want to go harder. You want to grab the plants, and you strangle it, and you grab it and say, "Why are you done? Why are you done?
You took that plant. You took that plant. You tell what you doing, you stupid plant." And then it'll get back into shape. And if it doesn't, you slap it next time.
Slap it a couple of times.
That next time.
All right. Well,
You got that first.
And kill all of his kids, too. Say,
got warning.
If you're not done, I'm going to kill all the clones that come off you.
Yeah, you got clones. We got clones.
And no cloning.
Hey, Mike, right now, the word on the street's coming, so check this out.
We're going to get violent.
The other part of our news department, we like to be an evenly balanced news department here at DFZ Radio. We have the filter of Dr. Duff, but on the other hand, we also have the filter of Cali Breeze with the word on the street.
What it is.
What's the word, Cali?
What's poppin', Sang? What's poppin', Sang? What's poppin', Heavy T? What's poppin', Duff? Smart Pot in the building, you feel me? I just got to give my love, you feel me? I'm feeling like showing some love. And, of course, you know what I'm saying, that girl in the garden over there. Check it out, man. The word on the street is Nicki Minaj.
She's hot as fuck.
I know a lot of people like that word, Minaj.
She kind of gross.
Ah, man.
I think I would.
She been killing the charts for the past few weeks, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Now, album sales are officially dropping.
Oh, shit.
And believe it or not, it's a Twitter trend. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people are trending talking about it. And I'm like, okay, I guess it's a big thing. Her sales are dropping. She's been killing the charts. So
What's wrong with her?
I think that's you know what I'm saying, a pretty
Talking
important
about
thing.
dropping, what the fuck happened to 2 Chainz?
Hey, 2 Chainz, man, he been
can't rap no
2 Chainz,
more.
2 Chainz actually has been in the news too. You feel me, for debating about marijuana laws.
All right, we'll go back to your one story.
But you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nicki Minaj, you feel me, for dropping it low. You feel me? And that's just all I wanted to say, though. That's all.
That's the word on the
That's the
street.
word on the street. Nicki Minaj dropped it low.
All right. We'll give a couple more weeks till the next word on the street to make sure that things getting a little bit
It
more
better be
proper.
more ghetto than that.
You want the ghetto?
Yeah,
Let's
we
go to.
need-
Whoa.
That's ghetto.
Wow.
I got the white people news. We need to
Cut
ghetto
both the news departments off. We're going out to Iron Mountain, Michigan to talk with Scott about growing. Scott, what's going on?
Not too much. What's up with you guys?
Same stuff, different day. You're lucky enough to be on with myself, Helene, and Emily.
And Dolph, dude, don't forget.
Go.
All right, I had a problem with smell in my room. I tried blowing it up into the vent or up into the ceiling and stuff to see if that would, let it disperse enough to not stink up the place, and it's just not happening.
Do you have a charcoal filter?
What's that?
Do you have a charcoal filter?
Yeah, I got one that my buddy gave me, but I don't know if it's any good or if it. I mean,
That is light. Duff, shut up. Light bulbs and charcoal filters are one things that you never want to get used.
Ever.
Okay, there's ways to tell if a charcoal filter is at its life, but it's usually from weighing it before and after absorbing all the odor and moisture and all the other stuff. Blowing it out and up isn't going to necessarily filter it any better. If you're running a closed environment ag system, I like to put my charcoal filter right on the ground, no ducting or anything, blowing it out, and letting all the air circle through it every 1 to 3 minutes to adequately absorb all of the odor. That's what you need to do. Look at the CFM of the filter. If the CFM of the filter is 750 and the low range is 450, and you have a fan that only sucks 300, you're not going to get the odor out of it. You have to match it up with the fan and filter combo. Okay, do you get what I'm saying? And then you want to take the cubic feet of your entire room. If it's 10 by 10 by 8, 800 cubic feet, you need to have a filter and fan combo that allow anywhere from 600 to 800 cubic feet per minute going through that filter. Okay, that's how you're going to take all of the odor out of the room. Blowing it out of the room doesn't do it any worse or any better.
It's just going to blow it somewhere else.
And if you're putting CO2 or air conditioning in, you're sucking all the cool air and the CO2 levels out. Okay, go get a new one, dude. Go. How big is your room?
It's about like 14 by 18 or so.
How tall are the ceilings?
8 to 10 foot, probably 10 foot.
Let's take 10 feet. Okay, so let's see, about 4,000 cubic feet, just under. Let's call it 3,700 cubic feet. Is that right, Emily? Come on.
Do you want me to do the math really fast?
Do 400.
What is it?
It's 3,200 cubic feet approximately. So you're gonna need a couple filters and fans, dude. That's what you're gonna need in that large of an area. You're gonna need a couple 10-inch max fan filters or max fan fans that blow about 1,100 CFM, paired with a CAN 150 that allow them to suck through about the same CFM, but understanding it slows down about 10% when you put it on there under pressure. So you're only going to get approximately 990 CFM per minute. Both of those fans running with the filters at either end of the room, that's almost 1,980 CFMs per minute. You want to go in all of that cubic feet going through those fans every 1 to 3 minutes. So if you're getting 1980 per minute, you're right within the zone. You'll be able to filter all the air in that room within 2 minutes easily. Okay, but yeah, if you just have one going, it's not going to work. You have way too much space. The plants are giving off odor more rapidly than you can absorb it with. And if you're worried about it, some people go get ozone generators. They're definitely not something I would use around my plants, maybe around the room that I'm exhausting out of, just to absorb any odors that slip by or take care of any mold that can happen from hot air blowing into a cold air surrounding. And that's what those do. But if you put one of those inside of your grow room, it will remove the smell off the plants. So that's why I always use charcoal filters around my my high-yielding, high-quality crops.
Booyah! All right.
All right, dude. Tell us where your shop's got.
At Growmax?
Growmax. I'm going to send you some Turpinator from our friends at Turpinator. Now, check it out, Brother Scott. You thought you had an odor problem before? Wait till you start using this Turpinator. It's a crazy specific product that brings out full terpene production, full genetic expression. Can you get that without using this product? Yes, you can. But if you miss a certain interval that the plant didn't optimize exactly what it wanted to do without using Turpinator, your terpene production will fall, and it will continue to fall on a steady scale throughout the end of the life of your plant. What Turpinator does is if you miss that precise area where you were supposed to optimize the nutrition of the plant, the Turpinator will still allow the plant to produce its full genetic expression and terpene production. So more aroma, more flavor, overall quality. You're going to make it AAA. Learn more about it at Turpinator.com, okay, dude? And let's see. I'm going to send you the new product from Sanctuary Soil, the Mission Fertilizer. Completely organic. Use it on your moms. Use it on your bloom plants, on your veg plant. MissionFertilizer.com to learn more about that. Scott in Iron Mountain, I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you very much.
All right, brother. 562-653-0707 is the phone number. We're going to take a quick break. Coming back with DNG. You got anything to say? Sorry, I'm talking a lot.
Isn't it the Heavy Tea Show?
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say then.
Yeah, you do. What do you got to say?
Oh, I was just sitting here like this, so I didn't have anything to say.
Okay. I saw you yawning a little bit.
I was yawning a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
You're not supposed to see that.
I see everything.
His eyes in the back of his head.
Order 4 burritos for us. We got something in there. I'm Heavy T. We'll be right back.
I'm in love with the coco. I'm in love with the coco. I got it for the Lolo. I'm in love with the coco. I'm in love with the coco. I'm in love with the coco. I got it for the Lolo. Turn up. I'm in love with the coco. Hit my plug, that's my cholo. Cause he got it for the Lolo. If you snitching, I go loco. Hit you with that 38. Niggas thinking that I'm solo.
You're listening to DFZRadio.com.
Is he on season like 8 Duck Dynasty? He's like working out the negotiations with that beard?
Yep, you should hear his whistle.
Really?
That's his wife.
I'm going to have to find out. I'm going to ask him right now.
Jamie about his whistle.
What is? Hey, are you a soil grower and tired of using salt and synthetic-based fertilizers and not getting the results that you wanted? Well, for hydroponics, those products work great. But in soil, they suck. All those feeding schedules are out of range for what we think is good for soil growers. Mission Fertilizer is a new product on the market that's specific to soil gardening. They have a Grow, Bloom, and Boost. It's a super premium organic 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost. It's a feeding program that can be used in bag soils like Ocean Forest and Happy Frog, Victory Mix, or Empire Builder, even Roots Organic, Royal Gold, and so forth. It can be used in any soil mix. Super simple to use, 1 part grow, 1 part bloom, and 1 part boost to get the most out of your garden. It's organic listed, pH stable, and safe to use with tap water. No need to ppm or EC or pH your tap water if you're mixing in Mission Fertilizer liquid. Go visit missionfertilizer.com to order a complete plant feeding set for 12 plants and also get 12 hula planters plus free shipping anywhere in the U.S. for only $99. The Grow, the Bloom, and the Boost and is only available to Heavy Tea Grow Show listeners for a limited time. Go to missionfertilizer.com, grow the best, and see the proof is in the plants.
I'm throwing up.
From Growth Technology, who brought you Attack of the Clonex and Hydrodynamics International, creators of Night of the Nitrozyme, comes the most thrilling sequel since the creation of 2-part nutrients, Clonex Mist.
I don't know, Billy. I don't think we should be fooling around in this old abandoned greenhouse.
Come on, baby. No one's here. Just you and me.
What was that?
Yeah, it sounded like it came from over there, in the nursery.
Oh, Billy, I'm scared. Let's get out of here.
I'm sure it's nothing. Hey, what's that? No, it can't be. Ah!
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the garden, Clonex Mist. A new and unique product specially formulated to enhance growth and vigor in tender young plants while promoting robust root development and elongation of root hairs.
Doctor, you've got to help me. It's Billy. Something's happened.
Dear God, there are 2 of him. He has cloned himself.
No, Doctor. That's the Smith twins. Billy's sitting right behind them.
Of course. Why didn't I see that before?
Comprised of minerals, amino acids, and natural additives, Clonex Mist was designed to be used in conjunction with Clonex rooting compound and Clonex clone solution. In clinical trials, clones sprayed with Clonex Mist generated roots up to 25% earlier, with roots being up to 30% longer and 150% more numerous. Available in a 100 milliliter ready-to-use spray applicator. Just spray your mother a few days in advance, take your cuttings using Clonex gel, and continue to mist the cuttings every 2 days. The speed of root development will shock you. Clonex Mist from Hydrodynamics International. For more information, visit us on the web at hydrodynamicsintl.com. Clonex Mist. Cloning just got a lot easier.
What's up, everybody? You're listening to the Heavy T Grow Show. La, 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 la.
You're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show. Call in right now, 562-653-0707 for your chance to talk to Heavy T, Horty Chris, and the Duff Man only on DFZRadio.com.
Hey, man, my CO2 is a little light in my tent, man. What do I need to do?
Oh, you need to get that Green Pad and Green Pad Junior. Inexpensive way to add CO2 to any indoor garden. That's right. The Green Pad and Green Pad Junior are available at your local hydro shops or go on the web at greenpadco2.com. Never tried CO2? Try the Green Pad. Inexpensive way to realize the results and see the benefits of using CO2. More carbon in your plant is more weight. Carbon dioxide, that's what it is. That's what CO2 stands for, Duff Man.
That's right, man.
That's right, and you want faster roots on those clones? Green Pad Junior. Use it in your cloning domes. GreenPadCO2.com.
More fruit, more roots.
GreenPadCO2.com.
You cannot do that to the Duff Man.
CO2 by Green Pad. That's GreenPadCO2.com. Go there now.
It must be Wednesday, because you're listening to Heavy T's Grow Show.
Oh yeah, when we come down to yeah, we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. When we come down to yeah, we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got. Is this the kind of sound that you wanna hear? Is this the kind of vibe that you wanna feel? Cause I'm the type of guy that you'll never fear. You could do your thing, then come near. Maybe I'm caught up in the thing that you know I like. See, we can make time, baby, overnight. Or we could make a grand escape.
Yeah, that was courtesy of Emily.
I'm all about the look that
She
you're
enjoyed my
giving
Tinder
me.
account.
I'm all about the dance moves you're letting free. Well, I'm all about the sweet sound and loving.
What is, my Duffrey Nation? Coming back live right here on Heavy T's Grow Show, DFZRadio.com. Helene, Emily, still here. What's up? You want me to get
up?
you want me to get a photo of you with Emily over there, player? Plays and pitch. Know how you feel?
I'm trying to get y'all.
Hold up, there's a microphone. I know you know music, so you got to talk into the mic.
I'm trying to get y'all, man. Know what I'm saying? I missed y'all, man. I ain't seen y'all in a long time.
I know. I heard you moved
I'm trying to take videos so I can
Egypt.
savor it for later.
You know
That
what?
don't even sound right though.
We'll do a group picture with you during break.
Savor y'all for
Like
later.
we'll let you take a picture of us.
She's in the group.
Oh,
She's on
man,
Tinder.
no, that sounds kind of kinky
Emily
right
will let
there,
you
man.
touch
Don't go in the gutter.
Later.
Don't go down there.
What the?
We're gonna get to all the calls. All the callers you're gonna get on air. But before that, our guest that just got to the table, D&G, which Dr. Duff.
Yeah, shouldn't Duff introduce him?
Go ahead and introduce our main man, D&G.
That's my bro, Gross.
No, it's not. It's not DBG.
All right, dude. It's
That nigga grows.
That nigga grows.
He said it all right that time.
Yeah, you said it all right.
There
He usually puts a hard R on it. You know what I'm saying? But like, I know she got.
I never said that.
Let me say this. One time, Callie Breeze made me practice saying your name before I saw you, and it was one of the most uncomfortable things in my life. Like, I just don't want to say it.
That was dope. I wish you would have caught some footage of that, like in the mirror.
That's
you know
no, I don't want any footage of that. I was just like sitting there with Callie Breeze going,
nigga gross.
I don't say that word. He's like, it's not that word, girl.
She
You
was
just
like,
gotta do this.
God. That nigga grows. Oh, no, God.
And he's like, what are you going to call him? I'm like, that guy.
And, you know, it is an unorthodox name, that nigga.
Yeah.
So,
that
nigga, explain to us why. I just had to say, I'm gonna refer to you as my ninja.
Yeah.
Or DNG.
Oh man, my
DNG. You know, where does it come? Where does it come from? Because
I need a beer.
Okay, well.
Me too.
You know, explain to us the origin of DNG.
The origin of DNG. Well, me, you know, I'm kind of the type of person, man. I kind of like to offend people in a way, man. You know, that's kind of like my one of my sayings. My best offense is to offend. You know what I'm saying? But you know, just to kind of get people's attention, man, and to kind of play with the word. You know what I'm saying? Because it does grab people's attention. But just kind of play with the word. To me, racism is funny. You know what I'm saying? There are people out there that are still racist, but I think it's kind of like funny to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I just kind of did it to kind of like, you know, to break that what do you call that? Break that fucking that stigma or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's funny, like, a lot of people when they met me, they didn't even know I was a black. That's the funniest thing, because I was like, it was like, and then
dude.
Were they following you?
Yeah.
And then around town and shit. I'm gonna meet this dude.
Yeah, because some people don't catch my face pictures. But like the funniest thing is like when I have like an older black person come up and they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this one dude was like, man, I was so relieved that you were black. But it was like, I kind of can run with it now. And I had like some old black ladies that were like some Bootsy Collins girls or whatever, and they was like, they thought it was so cute, which I was like,
well, you're taking ownership of the term and applying it not in a comical way, but in a positive way. So you're taking ownership of the negative connotations that have been associated throughout history with it. And you're like, look, dude, I'm owning this. And so forth. But you have to know that it is uncomfortable for people like Duff Man to
not really owning it. I just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Because anybody could be a nigga that grows, you know what I'm saying? Anybody, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to inspire the world to be, man. You can be that nigga that grows. You can be that nigga, girl. You can be that nigga. You can be that nigga. We all can be that niggas. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah. But like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about coming together, man. And you know, sometimes you got to make jokes of things that, you know, people offend people and people get upset and uptight about, man, because it's about enjoying yourself. Life is short, man. You can't really get offended over like a word. Except when Duff puts the hard R on it. But no, I'm just joking.
Well, you're also an accomplished musician and a rap artist, a hip hop artist, and is it coming from that background and the way that our generation in the urban setting uses it that you decided, you know what, I have no problem using it, and I'm gonna make it all right for everyone else to use it.
Yeah, man. It's like I really don't care. Like, as far as like, you know what I'm saying, like words and stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? Because like we all love fried chicken. You know what I'm saying?
My granny from Texas makes the best fried chicken ever.
But yeah. I'm a musician.
Popeyes ain't got shit on her.
Yeah. My artist name, like, you know, you should be that nigga the one. Because like my artist name is The One, so it should be that nigga the one. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, cause like I'm that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm that nigga. I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing.
So when it popped in your head to move into this arena, into this industry, because you are like a train out of hell, like barreling down the line. You went from social media kind of explosion over your feed to now marketing and selling products that are branded under DNG.
Yeah, DNG. That's funny. Like, it's a ton of people drinking that nigga grows. You know what I'm saying? Stuff, and it's like a lot of
even
people
know.
probably don't even know what D&G stands for. Like, I actually was at the bank today, and I was, you know what I'm saying, because I just set up my company and stuff like that, and it's D&G, and the banker, when I was setting up my account, was like, what does the D&G stand for?
None of your
And I'm
business,
just
player.
like, yeah, I just played off. I was like, it's a lot of different acronyms that it could stand for, and I kind of like changed the subject or whatnot because like you know, I want to inspire a lot of people, man, to, you know, be entrepreneurs and be legit. You know what I'm saying, in this business, because like if we don't, you know what I'm saying, take a stand right now and come together and get legit and become legitimized businesses in this industry, then these corporations gonna come in and just like totally take over. You know what I'm saying?
And we were talking in the green room a little bit, Helene, all of us, about the Green Cleaner product, the product that Helene is repping over at Smart Pots with Dusty and John, Dusty from Smart Pots, John from Extreme Gardening, as well as Valley Harvest Supply, right?
Yeah, Smart Pots are dope.
But they brought this product to market and stuff, and I was telling her this is something that works, and it's important for stores to understand to sell this product over the heavy-duty Avits, Forbids, Floramite, all those, because people are misusing those.
Yeah,
and eventually, people are going to use the term recreation to completely defunk the medical aspect of it. The Philip Morrises are going to come in and say, oh, you think this is medicine? Here's a fucking high-grade analysis of it, and these are all these gnarly pesticides, fungicides, and all this, and that's why the Green Cleaner that works, people need to understand things that work that aren't harmful. And that's what we're trying to do here, but I think you're completely on point that people need to understand to brand themselves as well as bring quality product. It's not about making that buck now. It's about branding your name and bringing quality product. What do you do to ensure quality?
Well, I put first and foremost, man, I put my heart into to everything I do, man, and I tell people, you know, that's the reason why I don't mind sharing like my formulas and what I do, because that's one thing you can't copy is heart, and that's one thing like I think is very important that everybody that's in this industry, especially this you know medical marijuana industry, needs to do, man. Put their heart back into it, because it's like so much greed, and that's why there's so much garbage out there, man. I went, and I'm gonna call it out now. I didn't say it on my. I didn't say it on my Insta. I didn't say it on my Insta. But like I went to the Cookie Fam shop up in San Francisco, man, a couple weeks ago, and I was so fucking disappointed in their quality, man. And people piling in there, paying $400 a fucking ounce. You know what I'm saying, for this shit that like I could tell was like sprayed, like I'm getting like fucking Tangy that's fucking hermed, and I'm like, bro, this shit is not fucking quality. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so disappointed just that, like, you know what I'm saying, the kind of avenue that I see the industry, some of the industry going, man, with like all this designer shit. Like you hit the nail on the head when you said, like, you know, the recreational, and they taking the medical out of it. They just making it, oh, let's have fun, let's get high as fuck, let's take like fucking 5-gram dabs and all this crazy shit looking cool.
I only grow organic, bro, and they got fucking some butane soup in the back.
Yeah, exactly, man, because that's like I'm saying, like this greed, that's what it's coming to, man. Butane soup, exactly. You know how many like shops I've been into and seeing this shit on the shelf, man? I'm like, are y'all seriously giving this shit to people? And those type shops that I don't even deal with, I won't even put my product in a shop if I go in there and they're like handling patients like that, giving them garbage, because like, you know, that's not what it's about, man. And I don't want to be associated with any of that. I want to discourage people from going there. I won't put my products there because I don't want people to go to those shops. You know what I'm saying? Because like they're supporting like that shit. Like these people who like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say everybody who doesn't smoke weed that's in the industry is bad, but it's a lot of people that don't even know anything about fucking weed, and they just like, oh, I got a fucking $100,000. Let me go fucking make some money real quick. You know what I'm saying? And it's like ruining the industry, man. Yeah, exactly, profiteering, man. And it's like, you know, it's up to us, the ones that have the knowledge, just like you do on the show. You know what I'm saying? To spread this, man, to spread this so people can get the right knowledge. Like I learned so much from your show, man, and it's like I really appreciate being able to find it, because some people don't even know about this show. That's why I shout it out on IG every time I think about it. I'm gonna start shouting you out more, because
I appreciate
that.
A
lot more people need to get a hold to this information, man.
And this is what's up about sustainable gardening, whether it's in your backyard, whether it's medicinal, recreational, whether it's for to make sure that you have the heirloom tomatoes you want, or the medicine that your kid with epilepsy needs.
Exactly.
It's about doing things right. And there's a general gardening knowledge that a lot of people just don't take advantage of that are simple things. They go to the forums and stuff and have people that might not have their best interest telling them what to do, and they take their word as if it's infallible. And no, you have to go read the MSDS sheet to understand what's in these pesticides, to understand what's going into it. And if there's things that happen in every garden, everywhere. You know, I've had tomatoes that get end rot after, because I didn't give them enough calcium. I've had my flowers get powdery mildew and ruin it after I've grown them for 2 or 3 months.
But you learn to kind of let things go, man.
Yeah,
Sometimes you got to let things go and move on to the next.
It's farming, and there's shit that happens. And through those circumstances, those things happening, that's where my garden knowledge started to evolve. And that's where I understood how to recognize things that are going on, how to approach them, how to solve them. And that's when I say, like with Emily earlier, green thumbs are a myth. Dirty fingernails and hands are a reality, because you're not going to get to knowing everything without experiencing it. No one is gifted the knowledge to be God's gift to plants. Emily, you got something to say?
I will say it doesn't really matter what kind of plant you're growing. You just have to work on it and improve and try to use the best possible products to grow the best plants.
And you touched earlier talking about being a cancer patient and stuff. Do you treat yourself with medical cannabis?
Way to put me on the spot.
That's what you get on Heavy Tea.
Wow, I wasn't expecting to ask that. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know,
that's beautiful.
I do as well. You know, and I have no problem with admitting that. But the purities and things that go into certain things, because look, D&G over here, that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to make it better for people to reach what they need in a purer form, in a more sustainable form. Not everyone is okay with combusting or smoking cannabis. Yeah. So he makes available the highest quality materials for use through liquids. What else? Like the wings, like edibles.
Make the wings.
And you're fully compliant with all the California laws and everything.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm always make sure everything I do is up to code. You know what I'm saying? And I give people the best quality, because it's not about, you know, how much money you really make out of it. Like you have to make something, you know, because you're a business, you want to keep going. But it's not all about that, man. It's about giving people quality, and then also raising the bar. You know what I'm saying? To show people, man, that it is quality out there, and then, you know, to give people choices, because there are choices. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to eat that. You don't have to you know, medicate that fast food medication. You know what I'm saying? You can get that good quality. You know what I'm saying? And at an affordable rate. You know what I'm saying?
As a someone that looks at things like that for your illness, Emily, is it hard to find qualified or vetted sources to get medicine?
Usually it's with gardening in all aspects, like community gardening and things like that. You just meet other gardeners and do a lot of networking and trading seeds and stuff like that. And I'm totally on the spot right now. So
that's great.
I'll let you off the spot. I'll let you off.
I'm super uncomfortable.
We'll cut that out. We'll cut that out.
I'll say you also have to think of it as a plant when you're thinking about gardening and farming. Mm-hmm. It is an aspect of farming. You can do organics. There's many different uses. I use this really awesome massage oil and this salve that's good for my skin and for aches, and there's lots of stuff that's out there that's interesting. So you have to think of it as farming, because it's a medicine, it's a plant that has many different uses. We have textiles, we have farming going on in Kansas for hemp. So it is farming and gardening, and it ties into the show. And Helene has something to say.
I would say, just along with any other product that's out there, you're going to go through a lot of mediocre things before you find something that's really quality, and especially somebody that's going to put a lot of heart and soul behind something and produce a good quality product. You know, it goes across the board without saying that, you're going to weed through a lot of bad before you find something that's really good.
And speaking of putting people on the spot, man.
Hold on. We go on Emily's Instagram, and she's like at the Emerald Cup, like,
hold on. Hold on.
Don't act like this is fucking breaking news.
Hey, these fruits that I just saw from Heavy Tea, oh my God. So I'm putting you on the spot. The fruit that I just saw that you grew was fucking awesome.
I know.
I have to say,
never doubt the master.
Those were the best pomegranates I ever saw.
Yeah, definitely.
I will have to say, I was at the show seeing what garden products were there.
Absolutely.
That's what I really was there.
Okay.
I mean, that was the first
show.
part.
And I
then
don't
I
remember.
saw Eileen.
I don't barely even remember seeing you. So that's how my show went.
But it was fun. But you're also starting to see from our side of the industry and gardening.
Come out of the closet, girl.
Damn you. Okay, so working in a hydroponic shop, you see a broad range of customers, and you're starting to see businesses promote and sell their products in different aspects of the gardening industry. So you're seeing a lot of hydroponic and really cool gardening products, like smart pots and things like that, at the cannabis shows.
Absolutely,
because
look,
laws change and it
hydroponics
becomes
is
more
the best
open.
way to grow any fruit in a short cycle indoors.
And you can grow all kinds of things.
And even outdoors, but sometimes it's not as viable for certain people as others in an outdoor setting. But indoors, in a short season that you're looking to produce viable fruit in a 6 to 10 week period, hydroponics is going to be able to let you get the most out of your plants. You taking a picture with me?
And you can grow some really cool shit, right?
I guess. I don't know. It's up to you to say. I'm
can
not
grow
out of the closet.
amazing-
I grow pomegranates.
I was just at Green Coast Hydroponics, and they had this awesome lettuce display. I don't give a shit.
What kind of lettuce you talking about?
They had some really cool plants you could grow indoors with hydroponics.
Devil's
So it doesn't
lettuce.
matter the growing style or what you're growing. You can grow plants in amazing and awesome, cool ways.
You know what I love about D&G products here, Emily and that nigga, is that I'm sure you run into this a lot. That it's almost a shameful admission to say, yes, I'm sick, but I'm using cannabis to help me, and it makes me feel better. But because of the stigma, I have to feel in this way that I'm on the spot, this or that. But you break that mold. You're out on Front Street putting your dick on the line, for a lack of a better term, that you're like, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I'm trying to do. And it's almost as an altruistic way of bringing things to people, because you're not just all about, there's a certain amount of business in it, but I see you donating tons of your product across the board to people, from the wings to the elixirs, everything.
Yeah, I love medicating people, man. I'm all on this consume cannabis for a healthier lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Movement. Because it's all about, consuming THC, CBD, CBN, you know what I'm saying? Even the chlorophyll.
Can you break
know what I'm
down
saying,
for
is
our
really healthy for
listeners
you.
out there, because they see on CNBC, MSNBC, even 60 Minutes had a thing about the recreational pot market in
Yeah, a lot of that
Colorado
shit is so
this last
misinformed.
Sunday, and they're talking about the difference between THC and CBD.
I can't stand those shows.
And just,
They're like...
I'm sure these are acronyms to people that blow their mind. They're just like, I have no idea what they're talking about. Break it down. What is the difference between those two active ingredients?
Well, THC, you know what I'm saying? What the easiest way for me to break it down to people usually, you know what I'm saying, is THC is more of an upper, you know what I'm saying, a stimulant, where CBD is more of a what's the word I'm looking for? Not decreaser. What's the word?
It's like
more
a
of
painkiller. It's more of a
more
painkiller,
of
and
a
the THC is more of the psychoactive component.
more of a, what do you call that? Down, where you go down instead of up. Like THC
Depressant.
is going to go up.
Kind of a depressant.
Yeah, I hate to say depressant because it just don't sound right. Like it's going to depress you. You know what I'm saying? But like, I guess that's the proper term for it. Depressant.
Anti-inflammatory.
You know what I'm saying?
More of
Yeah,
like
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
medical,
Exactly.
medicinal remedy, really, honestly, as what as across the board, as far as I see it, is more of like a potent painkiller.
Yeah, that's why I put CBD in like all of my products. You know what I'm saying? Because like I think that's very important that people consume that and not so much THC.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know some people are even, allergic to THC because, some people have anxiety attacks, and little panic attacks and certain little things like that off of THC.
If
but
you
it's
don't want
because
that
maybe
really
you have too
high.
much and maybe you need, more CBD. But cannabinoids are made to be consumed by man. You know what I'm saying? Our system is made to consume it. So it's like regardless of whether you're getting a CBN, which CBN is just, over-ripened THC, you know what I'm saying, where the molecules, in the molecular structure, the THC degrades and becomes, CBN is like actually so great. That's why all of my plants that I grow, you know what I'm saying, I take them sometimes 11, 12 weeks. You know what I'm saying, because I want them to have a healthy dose of everything. You You know what I'm saying? Every kind of cannabinoid, you know what I'm saying, that's available in it. And it's like so many different ones from THCA to THCV. You know, non-active THC has a lot of great properties. And then when you activate the THC, it has awesome properties. So it's just like, it's crazy like when you think about how much of a miracle plant you know it is and how it's so despised by so many people. And you know, some people are, you know, a lot of people are still even closet smokers. You know what I'm saying? Like you were saying, like that's the reason why I make DNG medicated, make the lemonades and the syrup is so, you know, people that have a stigma about smoking it, they can, you know, consume it in another way that might make them feel a little bit better about it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people do have that stigma still against smoking.
Yeah, check it out. We're here with Dat Nigga Medicates. Not to be confused with Bill Cosby. Not that type of medication. Damn. Let me ask you, some of the things when you're trying to make medicinal products for your specific industry, what's the hardest thing? Is it sourcing out reputable sources or people to provide you with these untainted medicines? Or what is it not? Is it not being able to produce enough for the demand?
Yeah, probably so, because you know I try not to outsource ever. I very, very rarely ever outsource because I always, you know, for me it's all about from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of that plant, and I know what was done to it, everything that was in it. I know that that's premium, what I need. You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's what I'm about. From start to finish. My hardest thing is probably, you know, I need to probably take out more time to start going in the collectives to carry my products and educating, you know, the bud tenders more. So that
I almost feel like a lot of the collectives, they're not on the same level that you're working on. A lot of them are kind of shady to me.
Yeah, that's the reason why,
here in Southern California.
Yeah,
I don't know about the rest of the state.
Definitely. That's why I only deal with like certain ones, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that they actually care about their patients. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I deal with a collective and they automatically double the price of whatever I give them, I'm like, I'll never give you my shit again.
Tell everyone where they can find you on
compassion.
Instagram or social media.
They can find me Dat Nigga Grows on Instagram, DNG Medicated. I'll probably have a couple other things popping up. Also, Medicated Hot Wings. You know what I'm saying? And also, you can also follow me at DNG Medicated on Instagram to find out like all of the collectives that my products are available in. You know what I'm saying? I ask that you know, support quality. You know what I'm saying?
You know, and as you get more celebrity in the industry, the most important question to me and probably the listeners out there is, how's that nigga gonna deal with all that white pussy?
Man, you know.
Hey, I got no say. I don't know.
On the spot.
Yeah,
How
about we
go
to
the caller?
I'm just fucking with you.
You know, I deflected with the Asian pussy. No, I'm just joking. I take it both at the same time. Nah. I think my wife got a bat for that one. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I gotta give a shout out. You know what I'm saying, to the lady that had all 7 of my kids.
That's
but anyway,
well, check it out. We're not taking crop-specific questions tonight. If you want to check out our boy DNG one more time on social media, where do they go?
You go to Dat Nigga Grows on Instagram. DNG Medicated Hot Wings. Catch me at the Cannabis Cup. Hopefully we can get the Heavy Tea Meister down there. You know what I'm saying? And do a live show or something broadcast. So look for that. Also look for the High TV, which is changed its name to Stoned Age TV. Look for that coming up on DFZ Radio very, very soon.
High TVs?
No, it's going to be Stoned Age TV.
Is
now.
the High TV on Instagram you guys?
Yeah. One is mine, and then I noticed somebody tagged me in one that was somebody else, and that's one reason why I'm going to change the name too, because I seen it was a couple High TVs, so I want to be disassociated from all of that. This is the Stoned Age, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, by stoning with that good medicine, you know what I'm saying, it's treating your body well and getting you lifted and on the levels you need to be, because it's all about that physical and that mental medicine. Get it?
That's what's up. I appreciate you coming in, and I applaud you,
appreciate
sir,
you for inviting me.
Appreciate
all of y'all
for bringing the knowledge of what's going on, because with the free states, medical states, people need to know, and this is relative information. Emily, don't feel on the spot. We'll cut that out, okay?
I feel so on the spot.
You feel dirty?
Now.
You need a shower? Don't.
How does Helene feel?
I feel good.
All right.
She feels great.
I feel on the
But I've
spot.
had 3 beers and you're just drinking
Let's
water.
ask Candy how she feels.
I've had water.
Candy and Ohydro.
Uncomfortable.
What's growing on?
Hello.
Hey, Candy, how you doing?
good. I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm very well. Before you get to your question, you have the privilege of getting a private consultation with our one and only Dr. Duff. Dr. Duff, here's some candy.
Ooh, I love me some candy. What's up, candy girl?
Candy's dandy.
I've been waiting to talk to you.
Oh, I've been waiting for you to talk to me.
Yeah,
what do you gotta
what's
say?
going on?
You got something going on? You got something growing on? Or something
All
that you can
kinds
grow?
of things growing on, baby.
Yeah, I bet your bush is nice and dandy, nice and tight.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Do you go ahead and trim
Yeah.
it? Yeah, smell good, huh? Keep it
Yeah,
nice and
I like to
moist.
think of the word lush.
Lush. Ooh, I like being a lush in
You
your
like
garden.
lush.
Yeah, I'll be a
Mold-free?
lush in your garden. Ooh, I will.
Proper pruning?
I'll go ahead and prune it up when you want me to. It's up to you,
Ooh,
girl.
baby.
Yeah. I'll plant some tulips there, and then we'll go from there, right?
All right, he's blowing at Candy.
I'm gonna go sleep.
He's blowing at you actually were willing to play along with Dr. Duff, which means that you are gonna get hooked up. But before that, what's growing on?
Okay, so I have a series of questions.
Let's see if we can help.
Okay, first of all, I would like to say I love Smart Pots, number one.
Of course.
I do. I have side-by-sides. I've done a little trial here, and I love them, especially, like, the ones with the handles. Like, it's a huge difference. I love them, and the biggest thing that I have to say, I don't know if I should say it now,
Go
but
for
I
it.
will.
Okay.
That they're best for, like, the final destination pot is what I call them. Because, I don't know, I'm like a procrastinator, so I would rather not, like, try to take it out of one. So I've ended up, like, cutting a lot, so... Can you still hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
You said you're a cutter.
We're
I'm a
fascinated.
cutter. Oh, my God, I am a cutter. I am.
You cut
Gotta
him.
get you some transplanters.
Yeah, some transplanters for sure. We should send her some of those. But exactly, the Smart Pot, because it doesn't root bound your plants, it allows air pruning. You can put it in there and go. You don't have to transplant big,
Wait,
gnarly.
what do you mean? I could just, like, set it in another one?
I don't know, Helene. What do you think about that? I've seen people
I don't
do it.
know.
It's
That
not my
seems kinda
favorite way. I wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't do that. It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take too long for what it's worth. That's like if you're maybe planting a fruit tree in the ground and you don't want to deal with it. You're gonna plant it and it's gonna be there forever. But if you are starting in a smaller pot and you have you're gonna go into a bigger pot, we have something called a transplanter, which has a little extra flap that wraps a little bit further around the pot that you can peel off when you take it off, so you don't rip your root ball on your smaller plants, and you can transplant it into the bigger sizes and then just kind of let it go and do its thing and finish out.
Don't want to rip those balls.
Yeah, you don't want to rip those
wow.
balls.
Okay, so is this like
River
a
balls
separate
is
product,
horrible.
or is it a special pot?
It's a Smart Pot product, but we only make it on the 1 gallon and the 2 gallon sizes.
Okay, that makes sense.
So when you're starting out, you can veg out to however big you want, and then take it out of that, and you can peel it off, and it's called root scouring. So you're gonna peel it off, and
Root
it's
balls.
basically once the root tips have slightly grown into that fabric, you're going to peel it off, and it's going to sound like Velcro, and it's basically exposing those new fresh
Rip.
tips, those new roots. It's kind of like cutting the split ends off your hair, so it's ready to shoot out
okay.
into medium, fresh, and
Totally.
good, and it's just going to have explosive root growth, and then you put it in whatever size you're going to finish in, and you take it from there.
Okay, awesome. I guess I just didn't know about it, so that's good to know. I love them, so I'm glad that I called in.
And if you're starting in anything, if you want to start in something bigger than a 1 or 2 gallon, you can basically do the same kind of thing, but you're going to want to peel it down, so you can put it on something like a bucket, and carefully peel it down all the way to the base, and then kind of scoop it out that way.
It's a
And
little more difficult. That's why you guys came out with the transplanter.
It
has that flap that makes it so easy. The same technology. You can reuse them. They're freaking awesome. But once you get into the next size above the 1 to 2 gallons, you're pretty much set indoors. From 3 to 5 gallons in an indoor grow with a Smart Pot, you're good to grow.
the finisher.
Okay, great. That's awesome. Well, I do have actually kind of a funny story about my outdoor experience with the Smart Pots. I had, I think they were like 30-gallon. They were huge. And I had 2 of them, and this is like probably 2 years ago. We had a big flood, and I had them like on a river bank. And the flood was so high, it lifted these 30-gallon Smart Pots
Floating down the river.
It floated them like probably, I don't know, 25 feet.
Well, that's funny. That's not mine.
And so then I went out there to check them like the day after the flood. I'm like, man, I don't know. And they were doing great.
They're all right. That's awesome.
No, and that even if you overwater them, if you flood your plants unintentionally,
They're still okay.
the amount of air that gets through them, it dries out nice and evenly. That's the key. Seriously. More oxygen to the root zone, the better, and that's what Smart Pots allows you to do. So,
Who the
Candy,
hell kayaked a pot plant down the river?
I'm gonna send you some transplanters, some Smart Pot. I'm gonna send you some of the Green Pads originals to get CO2 in your garden. GreenPadCO2.com. Check them out. And the metabolic growth and bloom enhancer, Pyro K. You want to grow that fire?
All right. Oh, wait,
Uber
I still have
provides the
one more
gas.
question, though.
Hold on, you
Serious
got hooked
one.
up. That means you are done.
Oh,
All right, go ahead. One more.
no. All right, thank you. Okay, so
Oh,
I
sorry,
made
we
my
gotta go.
last week's of flour. This is serious.
Oh, my God,
'cause
serious.
I Googled it. A hard time getting crystal production towards the end. It
Oh,
seems
man.
to be like
It's probably because your light bulb's old.
Hello?
Did you say something?
Hello? Candy.
Somebody
yes.
there?
Can you hear me? This is Carly.
Oh.
Carly.
Oh, I thought it was
We've
Candy.
been calling you Candy the whole
This whole
time.
Candy.
It's horrible,
Candy,
dude. I don't even know
Candy
who
Carly.
she is.
Candy Carly.
Oh, you need some more resin production? Okay, we'll send you some Terminator too. Terminator.
I'll send you some of my bottle of my own.
You cast that
production.
first line.
Terminator. Are you really cutting me off?
No.
If you need
for
more
real.
resin production.